Salute, salute. Everybody in the building. Salute, salute. What up, Bob? Gonna wait for some people to get in here. What's good? What's good? Salute, salute, salute. Gotta hustle hard, you hear? Salute, everybody. Salute. We're gonna get into it in a minute. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. On the way in, hit that like button. You know what I mean? Smash that like button. We're gonna talk some sports. It's a fact. What's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome to another example and another episode featuring the NBA script revealed. This is Mr.Futures bringing you another episode, another example of the NBA script revealed. This is my second time streaming on YouTube, so I'm just now getting familiar with it. But today we had another amazing night for myself and all my patrons, all my followers. As well as some of the YouTube followers who have been learning from the content that I'm putting out for free on the YouTube channel. But just focusing on the Patreon, we had another amazing night tonight. The marquee game of the night was the Los Angeles Lakers on the road going against the Philadelphia 76ers. This was the marquee game of the night, the first game on ESPN. And of course, your guy, Victor, Mr. Futures, and my community, we are always, not always, but more times than not, we are on the right side of the outcome. I had my patrons on the Philadelphia Underdogs, plus 4.5 points prior to the game, as well as the plus 155 money line winner. So let's take a look and let's see what happened in that game. Obviously, we already know the outcome because I'm streaming. The Philadelphia 76ers hung on to the win, 107 to 106, a total of 213 points. And the Philadelphia 76ers got their 10th victory of the season at home. So now we're just going to talk about what we gave out today on the Patreon as far as the notes. And for anybody looking at this game was pretty obvious. As far as like the numbers that we specifically attached to certain teams, especially with the correlation between anybody who studies Gematria and studies has been watching somebody like LeBron James, who's the player in the NBA. Obviously, he's been the player in the NBA that the NBA revolves around. You have a lot of cross sports. A lot of riddles coincide across different sports, NBA, NFL. So obviously we have the 101st NFL season going on right now. That's what's going on in the NFL. And let's check out today. So I'm going to do a little screen sharing so you guys can see. And, we'll get it together. So today we had the Philadelphia 76ers. They came into the game 9-1 at home, and the Los Angeles Lakers came into the game 10-0 on the road. They were on a 10-game win streak coming into this game. They were minus 3 points. I'm sorry, minus 4 points on the road, and Philadelphia was a plus 155 for the home team with a great 9-1 record. So let's see what we had today. As far as the notes, yes. So the Philadelphia 76ers with a win, they became 10-1 at home. Los Angeles with a loss became 10-1 away, like 101 during the 101st NFL season, right? And 101 is the 26th prime. So let's check out what 101 equals. So I'm gonna walk you through it. 101. We got a couple of things that equal 101, so let's just focus on it, okay? Philadelphia. This is one of the numbers with Philadelphia. 101, the 26th prime. And today is the day after Kobe Bryant's, anniversary death. This is the second meeting between the two teams since he passed away. So we got 101, the 26th prime. Philadelphia equals 101. Not just that. Let's take a look at LeBron's full name. LeBron Raymond James equals 101, the 26th prime. Kobe Bryant also passed away when supposedly his helicopter crashed along the 101 highway by Calabasas. So this 101 number is not only just stamped on LeBron with his given name, it was stamped all over Kobe Bryant as well. He's from Philadelphia. He died near the 101 highway. It's the 26th prime. His name, Bryant, equals 26 in the purest cipher. So anybody looking at this game today, they might have questioned themselves like, hold on, is it going to be that easy? Is the win going to be that easy? Yo, what's good? What's good? Salute to everybody in the chat. Is it going to be that easy with the 101? And there's no reason to second guess it. With a number like that, with this game, with the narrative behind it, with Kobe Bryant, the recent passing, all the memorials they were doing about him, the last 2 days in the NBA have been about nothing else except the remembrance of Kobe Bryant. So yeah, it was pretty much that clean. And let's see what else we had. Okay, so we got the 101 highway, all right? Then we also got Philadelphia's next win of the season was their 13th win. 13. Now, why that's important is because that's a straight correlation with LA. LA equals 13, right? 13 is also the 6th prime number. So Philadelphia today became 13-6 for the season. So that is a marquee prime relationship right there. They picked up their 13th win against the 13th team. LA equals 13. Also, Kobe Bryant. This is a number that was stamped all over Kobe Bryant. He died at 41. Kobe Bryant equals 41 in the purest cipher. 41 is the 13th prime number. Now the 101 is stamped all over Kobe. The 101 is stamped all over LeBron James. And so is 41. 41 the 13th prime. Philadelphia picked up their 13th win against the 13th team and became 13-6, a prime relationship. These are numbers we pay attention to. Prime relationship numbers are bank. They're bank. So there's no reason to second guess it. The Los Angeles Lakers became 14-5, like 145. But the key number was the 101, the 10-1 for both teams. You got it lining up on both sides, 101 to 26 prime. And yesterday it was all about the 26. So, fast forward, let's see what else we're talking about. 13-6 on the season. So we also got, okay, so with the 13-6, right? Philadelphia 76ers, when you write it out, equals 136. I'm going to show you guys right now. Philadelphia 76ers, 136. Like how they became 13-6 today. 13-6 on the season with a win. You understand? So these are the four main. These are usually a lot of people just use the four main ciphers, right? That's what they use, the four main ciphers. But I throw the cipher with S in there, because I've been using this cipher for about 2 years now. So it can be very misleading, but through experience, I have learned how to use that to decode games. So Philadelphia 76ers written out equals 136, like how they became 13-6 on the season today. Is that a coincidence? Did that just happen by accident? 13, LA equals 13. Kobe Bryant 41 to 13 prime, died at 41, was in the helicopter for exactly 41 seconds before it crashed. These are these are not coincidences. These are clear signs of the elite manipulating these numbers for their scripted rituals over and over again. So, focusing back on this game, we also had, besides that, the Philadelphia 76ers equals 136. Besides that, in this series, Philadelphia was on 80 wins. Okay? 80 wins. So with a win today, they got their 81st win versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Now you can look this up, you can double check my work. I'm talking about the Philadelphia 76ers, not the Syracuse Nationals, team that they previously were named. No. Philadelphia 76ers versus the Los Angeles Lakers were 80 and 95. So today they picked up their 81st win. Okay? 81, right? And what do we talk about with Kobe Bryant? Kobe Bryant scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors, right? Why do you think he scored that? Because Kobe Bean Bryant, which is his full name, equals 81. Today, the Philadelphia 76ers, his hometown team, picked up their 81st win against the Los Angeles Lakers tonight, paying homage to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant might have been in the building. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. We don't know that. But they obviously paid homage to him. The 107. I mean, how convenient is the 107, right? 107, the 28th prime number, right? The 28th prime number. Today we got a 28 date numerology. 1 plus 27, January plus the date. 1 plus 27 is 28. And then the Philadelphia 76ers score 107 on a 28 date numerology. Is that an accident as well? I don't think so. It's never an accident. And this is why over at Mr.Futures, and I appreciate Zach for recommending me, um, this is why we focus on what we focus on. And these are how we get these scripted outcomes. These are how my patrons are taking advantage of these games, these scripted sports outcomes. So they picked up their 81st win today versus the Lakers, right? Okay. Now let's take a look why the 81 is also important. So boom. Today is the 27th day of the month. For the last 3 days, I've been talking about the number 27, right? Now look at this. Ritual equals 27. Today is the 27th. And it also equals 81. So is it an accident that today on the 27th day of the month, the Philadelphia 76ers picked up their 81st win against the Los Angeles Lakers? Can we not say that this was a live ritual that we were watching? I mean, it definitely was. You know what I mean? And these are what we pay attention to. These are the ritual numbers: 27, 81, and 45. This was a scripted ritual that happened, and we took total advantage of it. The plus 155 Philadelphia 76ers tonight. So whoever was on the Lakers, whoever was like, oh my God, the Lakers -3, that's a great price. Minus 160, jump all over the Lakers. They got LeBron and AD. Yeah, okay. That was if the game was played out normally. Like there's no such thing. These are scripted games from the first play to the last play. The ritual numbers 81 and 27. Not an accident, guys. Not an accident. Nowhere near an accident. All right. So we also got Philadelphia was 0-2 versus the Western Conference coming into this game. 0-2. With a win, they became 1-2 versus the West. And Philadelphia and the Los Angeles Lakers share the number 37 in their names. Not just that, we pay attention to when the season started. The season started. Well, let's check out the 37s first, okay? So you got the 76ers equals 37, the 12th prime number. Then we also got Los Angeles equals 37 in the purest cipher, the 12th prime number. Today is the 37th day of this NBA season. So we had 37s all across the board. 37 in both the teams, and it's the 37th day of the NBA season. The 12th prime. And Philadelphia became 1-2 versus the Western Conference, like 12. Okay, and why that's interesting? Look at this. James equals 12. Is 12 not all over the place? Were we not talking about 12 this weekend with the scripted conference championships? Tom Brady, Mr. 12, right? And now look, 12 is popping up again. That's what we talk about with the correlation across multiple sports, NFL, NBA. You have to learn, you have to pay attention. It comes with experience. A lot of people just, don't get scammed out here by people that might get a couple picks right. And if they're not showing you the system, or if they're not telling you why they're coming to the conclusion they're coming to and making you feel comfortable with it, you need to get a better, you need to go to a better decoder. You know what I mean? This game was an absolute, Philadelphia plus the points. You didn't have to take a money line, but Philadelphia plus the points when you got the 1-on-1 on both sides. How do you not play that? How do you not play that? Like, it's obvious, So everybody should have been on top of this game. Even amateur decoders know about Philadelphia in the 1-on-1. So, I mean, it's a joke. It really is a joke. It was too easy today. 37th day of the NBA season, the 12th prime. So Los Angeles also, conveniently, Los Angeles came into this game 4-0 versus the Eastern Conference. And you guys see my Cash App up there. You want to show some love? Hit the Cash App, Mr.Futures, show some love. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and then I'm gonna be interacting with the chat in a couple of minutes. Give me a second. I just want to finish this presentation. So yeah, Los Angeles came into the game today, 4-0 versus the Eastern Conference. This was not an accident. Okay, this is, like we said, these are scripted rituals. 41 to 13 prime, right? So they became 4-1 versus the Eastern Conference, paying homage to the 41 person, right? Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant, 41 in the purest cipher, the 13th prime. The Los Angeles Lakers became 4-1 today, paying homage to Kobe Bryant, okay? Mr. 41, died at 41. The 13th prime, and gave Philadelphia their 13th victory of the season. You understand? Not an accident. Kobe Bryant, 41, they became 4-1. Come on, guys. Like, it's not an accident. Let's see what else we had. So yeah, that was basically it. And another play that we had on today was the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors today, and it scared a lot of my patrons. They were nervous for most of the game, because they don't know that these games are scripted. So they were living on edge, like, oh my God, the Toronto Raptors, are they gonna cover? I gave out Toronto Raptors today plus 7.5 points. Okay, plus 7.5 points. Let's see what happened. Let's see what the final score was. Because I want to make sure we won the game, obviously. But yeah, of course we won the game. Wanna know why? Because it's scripted. There's no reason, there's a lot of times during the regular season, they might pull an outcome from us or something like that. But, normally not. It normally doesn't happen. You follow the numbers. Gematria will lead you to the promised land. And for anybody who's skeptical, I'm going to put the call-in number up there. In a couple of minutes, people can call in and ask questions or whatever, whatever you want to do. We're going to be able to do that. So look. Let's take a look at what happened today. What the final score was, because I forgot the final score. But, okay, so we got Milwaukee won the game, right? 115 to 108. So they won by 7 points, right? And I believe the spread was either 6.5. Oh, okay, so it was 6 and it rose to 7 or 7.5. I gave my patrons Toronto Raptors plus 7.5, and look at that. They covered by a half a point. Look at that. By a half a point. And Toronto had a great riddle tonight to actually win the game. But we're not greedy over here. We don't chase, ridiculous underdogs. We don't chase ridiculous underdogs like that. They had a good riddle to win, but they had an even better riddle to cover the game, which is why the play was Toronto Raptors plus the 7.5. And as you can see, they covered the 7.5 for another perfect night for Victor. I don't even mean to talk about myself in the third person, but it's gematria, and it's the practice. You use it the right way, and it leads you to financial freedom. That's what I've been telling people. You want to take advantage of these scripted outcomes, use gematria the right way. There's no ego in this with me. Everybody will get something wrong at some point, but there's no ego there with me. I love studying gematria. I love the practice. I love seeing how it works. I love being able to call this stuff before it happens, and my patrons are happy. I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and my patrons are happy. They're growing every day, and now we're on YouTube gaining even more traction and informing more people about this scripted bullshit. Because if you're a fan of these things, a lot of people have high stress levels because they're watching the games. They want their hometown team to win, or they might bet on the game and they don't know about these scripted outcomes. So they're on the edge of their seat watching every shot. You don't have to do that. Come learn gematria. You don't even have to watch the game. You could just wait for the end result. Philadelphia led that game from the beginning to end. I think they gave up the lead with about 5 or 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They were down one, but there was never no doubt. Philadelphia in the 1-on-1, you bank your money on that, okay? Especially the day after Kobe, when they've been running nothing but Kobe Bryant rituals. How do you go against a Kobe Bryant ritual with LeBron James and Philadelphia? There's no way to go against that. So, also today I advise my patrons to tease both games. So for people who don't know what a teaser is, I'm going to talk about it. A teaser is when you combine multiple games and it allows you to get additional points for protection. So if you tease the Philadelphia 76ers today, as well as the Toronto Raptors, you would have gotten an additional 5 points. So that means you would have had the Philadelphia 76ers plus 9 or 9.5, as well as the Toronto Raptors plus 12.5 points. This was a gimme. This was another gimme for my patrons. This was no doubt. Toronto covered 12.5. Philadelphia won the game outright. So a two-team teaser, which gave you odds at about minus 120, which are pretty good. Straight doubled your money. You paid a low tax, but that's what a teaser is. A teaser just gives you more protection and additional points. That's all a teaser is. And the more teams you have in it, the better odds you get. But I gave out those two. I gave out those two plays today: Toronto plus 7.5 and Philadelphia. And look, another perfect night. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. But now I'm gonna put the call-in number on here too. So if people wanna call in and holler at your boy, you can holler at me, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But right now I'm gonna just interact with the chat and see what you guys are talking about. I want to salute the chat. I appreciate everybody who's here. That's a fact. Because you don't gotta be here, but for everybody who wants to learn and who's very interested in this work, I appreciate it. So let me scroll back. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me holla at everybody. Yeah, that's what's up. That 101 just easy bread. Exactly. That shot time. You already know. They tried to make it close, but it is what it is. It's not gonna happen. I appreciate everybody here. Good looking on. Yeah, we got to the 1K, but now, the next goal is 2K. So we got to 1K. Now we got to get to 2K. I'm not going to give out no picks during a live stream. I'm not going to do that. I'm just here to simply, educate the people and teach them what we're doing on Patreon. But they could just use what I'm doing right now and, do their own decodes. It's not that difficult. So, you don't necessarily need me to do a decode. But yeah, man, it's lit. Well, everything that we got going on is actually banking right now, and I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the support. All right, we got our first call. Let's see who it is. I'm not screening these calls too, so come on, please don't let me get no trolls. Hello?
Yeah, I'm just calling to see what you thought about the Warriors game.
Oh, the Warriors game right now that's going on.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, well, I just said I'm not really gonna give out any picks or any plays on the live stream. So
for sure. I got you. I was just waiting the drawing because it's a 27. you know?
yeah. So what were you thinking? Do you follow Gematria or no?
No, yeah, I was. The only thing I really saw was the Timberwolves coach, his record.
Hmm.
You could maybe get the win, but I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to point people in the wrong direction or nothing like that. The plays I gave out today were the plays I was comfortable with giving out, and they already won, so we had a successful night. And I don't want to mislead anybody else or whatever. But go
No,
with your
I
go with
got
your
you.
gut.
I'll tell you.
Go with your gut. I appreciate your call. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from California.
Oh, Cali. All right. Cool. Cool. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, have a good night.
All right. Well, that was the first. That was the first call. Appreciate the Cali love. That's what's up. Um, definitely, man. Yeah, but there's no reason. I don't have to give out plays on the live because people already know what we're doing. I got patrons that are taking advantage of this every single day. So it is what it is, man. I appreciate everybody who's supporting me. Get them likes up too. Where we at with the like? Y'all ain't showing no love. How we got 12 likes? What's up? Get them likes up. Come on. I appreciate it. But yeah, the Sixers was the easy call. The Sixers was an easy call today. But a lot of people, had the Lakers though. Most of the money was on the Lakers. So I don't know if it was the public or people were just straight bugging out, but a lot of the money was on the Lakers. You know what I mean? So for anybody who felt like the Sixers was an easy pick, all right, congratulations to you because you were correct, just like I was correct. But a lot of money was on the Lakers tonight. So I guess not everybody felt like that. Listen, man, for anybody who wants to know what my record is, feel free to go to my Patreon. There's a lot of public posts there. If not, you can still read the captions. I ain't even got to say nothing about my record. My work and my Patreon speak for itself. I ain't even got to say nothing about my record. For anybody who's concerned with the record, this probably ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a question like that, you insulted me right there. You want to know about my record? I mean, just pay attention to the work I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Though there's work there that could be seen for free. You don't even gotta pay to see some of the material I'm putting out. A lot of it is public. So go check it out, and you can decide for yourself. You know, that's exactly what That's what I gotta say to anybody who want to know my record. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody's support. Continue to get them likes up. You know what I'm saying? The call-in number is there if anybody want to call in and ask any questions. Anybody who's, you know, feeling like this might be a coincidence or they skeptical about Gematria, call in. Let's have a conversation. I ain't got no ego or nothing like that. I'm not a regular decoder. So a lot of people, they got egos or they got problems with people. I'm not on here catching no temper tantrums or nothing like that. You can ask me an honest question. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. If I can't, I'll tell you, go Google it or some shit. But yeah, man, we over here, we taking over these YouTube streets. We on Twitch as well. For anybody in here who don't follow me on my social networks, you missing out. It's Mr. Futures on Instagram, Mr. Futures on Twitter, Mr. Futures on Twitch. All across those platforms. A lot of people, they reach out to me every single day and ask me questions about other sports that I don't decode. I don't really focus on NHL. I don't really focus on tennis or NASCAR or anything like that. So, sometimes people, they DM me certain questions on things that they might be looking at and stuff like that. If I can answer the question, I'll answer it. No problem. You know, I got no problem doing that. So I already said I'm not gonna give out no picks on the YouTube, man. If you want picks, you gotta join the Patreon, you know, or wait till I do a live after the fact, talking about how we won. Jason, I mainly cover the three main American sports: NBA, NFL, and MLB. You know what I mean? I do scatter across UFC as well. We just had hit the Dustin Poirier fight for almost plus 300, plus 900 for the knockout. So it is what it is, man. We here. Who's that? Alec Keg, is Bovada legit? I have used Bovada before, but I'm not comfortable, recommending any betting site besides, yeah, I'm not comfortable recommending any betting site on YouTube, honestly. But if you DM me, I'll tell you which ones I use or whatever. But from what I hear, Bovado is legit. It is. Get them likes up, y'all. Come on. Why we still at 20? Get them likes up, man. Even if you just popping in, once you come in, once you knock on the door, hit that like button, man. It's free. You know what I mean? I'm on here, giving y'all my time. So hit that like button. Also, the number is up there. If anybody want to call and have a conversation, we could talk about it. Of course, I knew who was gonna win, Dustin or Conor McGregor. Yeah, we gave out the pick. If you watch my video in my YouTube, I clearly, I clearly outlined the reasons why we had Dustin Poirier or Poirier, or whatever, however you say it, plus 275. You know what I'm saying? And also, I do occasionally do props as well, add on props. Today I hit the prop. What was it? Danny Green to hit three or more 3-pointers today was plus 400, plus 400, plus 450. Danny Green hit 4 3-pointers in the first half. So that shit was easy. That was easy. Yeah. So like I was saying, the Danny Green prop to hit 3 or more 3-pointers, that was plus about 400, 450. I hit that as well. He hit that in the first half, so it was easy, light work. Yeah, man, I appreciate the love. Hit that like button though. Even if you don't believe in the work, hit that like button. Appreciate it. Because it's free. And it helps get the work out. We just hit 1K. So appreciate all you guys for getting me to 1K, but we trying to hit 2K now, 3K. So that's only gonna happen if people is hitting the like button, sharing this. Share this on your social network, man. You know what I'm saying? On your Twitter, whatever you want to do. Get a little group together, a little Get Money group, and you know, and get on board, man, with what we doing. I mean, of course, you can hit parlays, you know what I'm saying? But, parlays come through at a way lesser rate than straight bets. Like today, whoever parlayed my bet, Philadelphia plus 150, Toronto plus 7.5 points, they made bank, you know? They made fucking bank. But it depends on the person. It depends on the person you're following or whoever's giving you the picks. You know what I mean? It's all dependent on the work. A lot of these people just be, I don't know what they be doing, flipping a coin or doing some dumb shit. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, pick a team and then that's it and post it. I don't know what some of these people are doing, but there's obvious levels to this gematria thing. No shade at nobody, but I'm just saying, it is what it is. All right, cool. That's what's up. Congratulations, Mr. Ross. That's a nice little if you hit that, that's a 4-teamer is nice to hit. So congrats on that. I ain't a hater, man. You know what I mean? If you hit that, that's what's up. Congratulations. That should have been some nice odds. My IG is Mr.Futures. You know, it's the same thing as my Cash App. You see my Cash App? It's the same thing as my Cash App. Just type that into Mr.Futures. Um, that's what's up. Nah, we're not talking about nobody, man. We're not talking about nobody. I'm just saying when somebody asks me a general question about, about hitting parlays, it all depends on the person that's giving you the plays and how much work they've done in going into those plays. Obviously, if somebody's just going eeny, meeny, miny, mo, your parlay has about, well, anybody's parlay, depending on how many teams, like a two-team parlay has a 50, well, not a little bit less than 50% probably, like in between 30 or 40% of coming through on average, but it's way less than that when obviously Vegas, Vegas loves parlays because they kill people on parlays all the time. Listen, man. Like I said, if you want to know how many picks I give out or the work, there's a lot of posts up there that are public that you can check out. The link is going to be in the description in this video. The link is in the description in every video. You could go to the Patreon and check it out for yourself. I ain't gotta promote myself like that. Self promotion. It is what it is. Other people are doing that for me, man. We killing over here. We killing. Great work. Yo, what up, Phoenix? That's what's up. Those Phoenix Suns won me a lot of money last year, man. Especially in that bubble. Salute to Phoenix. The Phoenix Suns won me a bunch of money last year. So I appreciate the Phoenix love. Yeah. I mean Patreon is weird, they charge on the first of every month, so listen, I understand everybody's financial situation is different. Do whatever makes sense for you. If you gotta wait till February, wait till February. That's not a thing. It's all good. Yeah, I see your DM. I'm gonna check it out after I'm done with this stream. I appreciate that. I mean, well, if you check out the work, you'll figure out what codes I use, and I put the work out there. I put my work out there because I'm not worried about you know somebody trying to use it. Because if everybody could do this, they would do it. You know, obviously, not everybody can do this. So I put the work out there. I put the reasoning out there, and it is what it is. Yeah, Cali is legal, definitely. Jersey is legal. Vegas is legal. It's legal in certain states. It's gonna become legal in more states. Yeah. So listen, the tiers are self-explanatory. The description is accurate in the tiers. Um, the only thing that's a little gray is like the show love tier, but that's if you just want to be a bigger supporter. You know what I mean? And obviously we got the one percenters. That speaks for itself. We have a absolutely phenomenal record when it comes to underdogs in my community. The 1% tier speaks for itself. It pays for itself. Insane. For anybody who wants to, like I said, for anybody who wants to know my record, all you got to do is go look through my Patreon. That's it. The Patreon is self-explanatory. That's all you have to do. It's free to check it out, so go check it out. I appreciate that, Mac Life. You know what I mean? Everybody on the check-in, man, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. We want to get the likes up. Definitely, I want to get the likes up. I appreciate everybody in here. You know what I mean? Shout out to Zach for being a real one. You know, me and Zach, we done made a lot of people a lot of money, a lot of money. Shout out to Zach giving out those stimulus checks to all his followers. Shout out to Zach. Anybody waiting for that stimulus check for the government? Y'all need to go get that stimulus check from Zach. All right, we got another caller, y'all. Let's see what they got to say. Pittsburgh. What's up, Pittsburgh?
Yo, hello?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, I was gonna say that you're fucking delusional.
What's up?
Sports is not rigged, bitch.
You said sports is not rigged? Okay. Obviously, that was a little troll. He said sports is not rigged. Okay, so how are we able to call this one-on-one, outcome? Was it because we just, we're lucky? We're just lucky all the time? I guess. That's cool. Trolls are welcome to call in too. It's all good. For anybody who wants to know about the way we do things, I got YouTube videos up people could check out. The work is there. So today we're really just focusing on the night we had, the successful night we had, the plus 155 Philadelphia underdog, the Toronto plus 7.5 points cover. It is what it is. That's what we're talking about today. I appreciate you, Blaze. Shout out to you, man. I hope you had a good night tonight. You know what I mean? Uh, we've been having an amazing situation over here. I appreciate everybody in here, man. Just hit that like. That's the only favor you gotta do me. Just hit that like once you come in here. Hit that like. I appreciate it. And the number's up if anybody wants to call in and ask a question or tell me how delusional I am. I welcome it, all the trolls. Hey, listen, man. The way I found out to get Gematria across to people is sports. Calling these sports outcomes before it happens. There's no easier way to get somebody to believe it. You know, how is it that you could call, these results across different sports, NFL, NBA? You don't even have to know the players or the teams. How can you call an NBA, NFL, and MLB games all the time and not know the players, not know nothing about the sport? I'm just saying people do that. I know about the sport. Oh, we got another call. Hello?
Hello, Victor. This is 526 from the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just want to say good job, man. The Lakers cut me off guard. I thought they were going for that 15-4 James Riddle today. But I just want to ask about your Patreon.
Yeah, could you speak up a little louder? Could you speak up a little louder?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to ask about your Patreon subscription costs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are the prices?
All right, so you could just go to the Patreon and the link or whatever, but the lowest tier is $11.99 a month, which is that equals about 32 cents a day, which I feel like is very manageable.
The value of it is undeniable.
Yeah.
Okay. The lowest tier is $11.99.
Yeah. So that's that'll basically get you.
Man, I'll click on your Patreon. I just want to keep up the good work, man. It's the easiest way to wake the people up, and I appreciate you, taking on what Zach's been doing and, kind of taking a step further. So keep up the good work. Just want to call in support.
All right, man. I appreciate that, definitely.
All right. Have a great night.
You too. You too. All right. So if that other caller wants to call back in, that you're welcome to call back in. I was on that other call. When you call in, just turn up your volume so I can really hear you. But I appreciate that, Atachi. I appreciate that call, definitely. Let me see. Got another call. How you doing, man?
I was good, bro. I'm just watching you shit on live right now. This shit funny as hell. I'm from Buffalo. I'm living in Buffalo. I just came up on your channel of just trying to check out. This is a tough loss for Buffalo.
Yeah.
For an actual person that living here and actually been a fan all their life. Only been a fan of them. The Bills. Buffalo took this shit like hard. A lot of people called off work Monday.
Facts. Super facts.
I took them the Bucks, and they fucked my whole ticket up,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I gotta get on this shit again, cause I ran past the Gematria shit about like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, it was after Marshawn Lynch, after they put that bullshit with the Seahawks, and I was like, I'm done with sports. I kind of like stopped fucking with football, and I just picked up on that shit, but I didn't like get into it. And now, you know what I mean, how crazy they got with the casino bets is like, it's inevitable not to, you know what I mean, to do no sports betting. And you can go $5 and parlay shit, and you know what I mean, it's non-step. There's no way, you know what I mean, it's a win-win basically.
Yep.
But yeah, I just came across your channel. Definitely keep doing your thing, man. It's definitely waking a lot of people up. I got a lot of friends I had put on about this shit. I'm definitely gonna continue to get them to subscribe to your page.
Yeah, man. Nah, I appreciate that, and I'm sorry that you lost your money on Buffalo. But there was a bunch of signs throughout the season that were too undeniable when it came to Kansas City. Especially, matter of fact, you gotta lower the video in the background. Yeah, you gotta lower the live in the background. You can hear me?
Oh, okay, my fault. That's probably why I can't hear you.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So, like I was saying, during the regular season, we had a lot of signals that were pointing to the Kansas City Chiefs at the very minimum, making it to the Super Bowl, especially with them becoming 10-1 at Tampa Bay, the home of the Super Bowl this year, in the 101st NFL season, and they were the only NFL team this year to become 13-1, which is the championship number. So, there was a high probability, a very high probability that the Kansas City Chiefs, at the very minimum, were gonna be at the Super Bowl. So, I mean, a lot of people, they fell for the Buffalo trap. The media was building up Buffalo. All they were talking about was Buffalo this, Buffalo that, Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that. And they had the fake injury with Patrick Mahomes where he had a concussion. He didn't even hit his head. So
we ate that shit up.
They're gonna do it every year, man. They're gonna do it every year. But once you start learning this and applying it, your experience will, it will conquer whatever fucking propaganda that they're putting out there. Because trust me, they don't want you to win. They want you to lose. They want you to go to casino and lose your hard-earned money so you can work double as hard and continue to provide for that system. And that's what we're trying to take people away from: getting out of the system, financial freedom, and stop stressing yourself out about these teams. Because
That's a fact.
I used to be a big Knicks fan. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I appreciate you calling in, definitely. And
that shit get weird, man. That shit get weird. And I've been like awoke to a majority of the shit that's going on, but as far as like the sports actually being fixed in these numbers, is like the way how crazy they hit. It's a whole nother lane that I just open your whole mind up into.
Exactly, and it's undeniable. Nobody can't argue with this because this is not something I'm making up. That's why I'm doing these lives to show people the work, show people how before the game you could just use Gematria to figure out what's gonna happen. Now, is it 100% system every single time? No, of course. One time, a couple of times, or every now and then you're gonna get something wrong. Nobody is perfect because we're always gonna be on the outside of the system. On the outside trying to peek inside. But once you,
that shit kind of like religion though. Once you know what I mean, it still takes several barriers for people to break out of that. You know what I mean, that mindset of being stuck in the matrix is like sports being fixed. I played football. You know what I mean. I done felt fake. You know what I mean, calls and shit being bad calls. I only played high school, but you still never know if that shit being betted on too. They was fixing that too. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, man. And yeah, that's what it is. The sports are the biggest distraction going on right now. Besides what's happening in the political theater, sports are the number one distraction. That's how they get everybody to not pay attention to what really matters. And we need to take people out of that. Once you stop paying attention to sports, you're gonna be able to focus on the things that really do matter. And that's what we're trying to do, man. Definitely.
Big ass stadium. It's Coliseum times all over again.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. When in Rome, you know what I mean? That they're just running the same tricks on us over and over again, the same exact tricks.
Yep. What do you got? What's your last thing? What's your lookout on Floyd and this the YouTuber?
With Floyd, which one?
What you say?
You talking about a specific YouTuber?
The fight that's coming up on the February 20th.
Who's fighting on February? You talking about Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, I think it's. If I'm not mistaken, it should be Floyd fighting the same dude that knocked Nate out.
Oh, okay. I haven't even looked at it to tell you the truth. I don't really focus on boxing. I occasionally do boxing with the big name boxes, but I don't really focus on boxing. I do NBA, MLB, and the NFL. We stick to what's been working.
Got you. I
Yeah.
appreciate your time, though, boss. You keep doing your thing, man. All positive energy to you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm right back at you, man. Stay safe during these pandemic times. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
All right, have a good one. Yo, Ice, what's good, Ice? Salute. Glad you could pop in, bro. Salute, G's. Let me see. We got another caller. How's it going? How's it going? Turn down the volume in your background. Don't listen to the video. Listen to the phone.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Nigger. I hate nigger.
All right. Obviously, that was a troll. I figured we were gonna have a couple of calls like that, but avoiding all the trolls. Obviously the work speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you're gonna get some hate. But it was another perfect night for anybody who follows me, and we made bank tonight. So that's all that matters. I'm happy that I'm changing people's lives every single day. People who don't believe that sports are scripted. How is it that we're able to call these outcomes? Like I said, what am I, a genie? Is that what it is? I'm a genie. I gotta. No, it's gematria. It's just practice of coding numbers into letters, and they've been doing it forever. So what we're gonna do is continue to take advantage of it, man. And if you don't believe it, that's fine. You could keep playing the sidelines. You could keep thinking that it's a coincidence, while everybody else is going to the bank. That's it. I appreciate it. Ice, good looking, man. That's what's up. I appreciate it. I'm glad you could pop in and check this out, man, because a lot of people need to be taking advantage of this. For anybody who's not familiar with Ice Corleone's channel, he got his own thing going on over there. Definitely check him out. Subscribe. Ice Corleone. That's a fact. He gave me a platform when I didn't really have a platform. So definitely appreciate that. Anybody, want to check that out. He definitely got some things going on over there. A nice for, a good laugh, a good back and forth. And it's a good channel. The numbers up, definitely up there for any other trolls that want to come in and have a conversation, not just scream the N word in the background. If you actually have something insightful to say, or you want to go back and forth and debate me on how you feel like sports are not rigged, I invite you to call me, man, and we can speak about it. Cause I got channels, I got videos up here on my channel, and I'm gonna continue to make videos every single time we destroy these casinos. All right, we got another call. Let's see what this is. Hello? Hello?
Hey, what's up? I was wondering if we could talk about the nigger you're
All right. Obviously, we got another genius. Hello? Yeah. Oh, man. Another troll. So I'm not going to be picking up unknown numbers. If you want to call in, just show your number. Because I'm not going to be, I'm not going to get my video flagged because somebody want to call in and be a jerk. Hello?
Yep.
Yep. What can I do for you?
Yo, what's going on? Yo, this Ice Corleone. I can't. Your shit's low. You can hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This Ice Corleone, but you know that this shit that you talking about right now, like that's been going on forever though. Like it's been going on early on since the '90s. So I don't know. Like I don't think it's ever going to change. It's always going to be like that, man. So what's the main topic? Like, what's the topic about?
All right, so what we're talking about tonight, and definitely shout out to you, Ice. I appreciate everything you've done. What we talk about is how we take advantage of it, because we put out these plays every day, and we got people going to these casinos, and if you don't believe it's scripted or not, you don't even have to believe in that. But my whole thing is take advantage of something that you're gonna be able to prove before it happens. You know what I mean? Like these numbers are attached to specific teams, and they play all the time. Like the Kobe Bryant ritual that's been going on for the last week in the NBA. I don't care if people, we're not gonna do anything to change it because, like you said, it's been going on for so long. But why not take advantage of it? That's my whole thing. Let's just stop. Let's stop playing the sideline, and let's at least build some financial freedom with it. Let's build that bank account because what would you rather do? Would you rather make money off of these scripted games, or would you rather work 47 hours a week, for somebody else?
That's a fact. Definitely, I'd rather get that chicken.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So that's why I'm on YouTube now, doing these lives and bringing my work to the public now because it's obvious the evidence is irrefutable. We're doing this all the time, and it's not a coincidence. It can't be a coincidence. We're going perfect for perfect for perfect, and I'm not a genie. I don't got a fucking a lamp in my crib to call this shit. You know.
That's a fact, man. You've been doing that number thing for a little minute now. Like I'd be like, yo, how you come up with this, man? I've been asking you this, man.
Yeah, nah, honestly, well, I tried to tell you the person who put me onto it. He's got a big platform, and his name is Zach. He's a Caucasian dude, but his channel is Gematria Effect News, and he was basically he put me on to how every single day in the news these numbers they use the same numbers for the same type of stories, the same numbers all the time. So that's pretty much where I started. Obviously with the 9/11 thing and figuring out that thing wasn't what they told us it was and why it happened the day it happened and everything else connected to it. So that was really the shit, the stuff that opened up my eyes. And then when I saw that you could apply it to sports, I'm like, oh hell no, I'm about to come up with this. You know what I mean? Because I already like sports, but once you take yourself away from being a fan of it and treating it like a business, that's how we attacking it now. We being businessmen with that shit.
Yeah, the numbers thing is in everything. It's in sports, movies, the music.
That's a fact, man. That's
Most
even with
everywhere.
these rappers, man. I mean, I try to put a couple of people on. They don't want to hear it because they fans of these rappers. But every time these rappers are passing away, they're passing away by the numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's no accident that they're passing away the day that the day that is happening or the day that the media is breaking the news. It's happening all by this system. And that's a little bit more complex to teach people, but the sports thing is easy because it's happening every single day. So
Even the thing with Kobe, man, you broke that thing down. I watched the other video that you did the other day, and I was like, wow, it blew me away. Like, damn, this guy right here, he got something going on, man.
yeah, nah, the Kobe thing was, I mean, that was the most obvious thing ever. Once it happened, I was like, first of all, it was a tough thing to believe that it would happen like that. The day after LeBron passes him on the all-time scoring list, Kobe Bryant passes away. He passed away at 41, where his name equals 41, and the helicopter was in the air for 41 seconds. Like, come on, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it goes on and on and on. And obviously he's from Philadelphia, so it all ties into LeBron and him being King James and everything like that. He's the biggest puppet of the elite, man. That's it. For anybody who looks up to LeBron, he does not care about you, man. He don't know you. That's all I gotta say.
That's crazy.
Word, but how you doing? How's everything over there? You gonna get them interviews popping on your
Everything is
channel?
good, man. I'm gonna have some interviews coming soon. Get back to what I was doing. Get back focused out here, man.
That's a fact, man. Don't let nobody take you off your flow. You heard?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely not, man. You know what I mean? I just wanted to tap in, show some love. You show love all the time on my channel. I'm gonna stay tuned over here, man. One day have me pull up there. We have a conversation, do some sports things.
Yeah, nah, fact. We could definitely do something either on your channel or my channel, and we could just try and get more people to seeing what's really going on. If they want to believe it or not, it is what it is. But I'm here to just have the conversation. I ain't forcing nobody to make money. It is what it is.
Definitely, bro. I'm gonna tap in with you. You heard?
All right, man. I appreciate it. Look, have a good one. So yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. It is what it is. Definitely, man. You show love, you get love back. That's how the world works. So for anybody else that wants to call in, you could call in now. We still taking calls. I appreciate everyone subscribing. Yo, hit that like button, man. Everybody in here, hit the like button. We already been off for an hour. I gave you an hour of my time, so the least you could do is hit that like button. I appreciate that. We got another call coming in. Miami, Florida. Let's see what Miami got to talk about. Talk to me, Miami. How you doing?
Yo, hello?
Yeah. What's up?
What's up, bro? So I've been watching your channel for a minute now, and I see you I'm seeing you're doing this shit with Gematria and shit. I'm just wondering how do I start betting on this shit though and making bread though?
Okay. So what you want to try and figure out is if it's legal in your state, and obviously if it's not, you kind of want to get figure out a website that you're comfortable using. I don't know. Have you ever placed a bet before? Or?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I don't really feel comfortable promoting any website, live on YouTube. But if you hit me in the DM, I can let you know a couple of websites that I use or whatever. You understand?
Yeah. I get you.
Okay. You got any other questions?
No, that was it. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Just hit me on the DM, Mr.Futures on Instagram or whatever, and I'll definitely let you know. No problem.
All right, thanks, bro.
Have a good one. All right, man. That's what's up. So yeah, man, we got a lot of eager people that wanna join the community and do what we're doing, because it's no accident, man. The videos speak for themselves, and for anybody who's not familiar with Gematria Affects Sports, Zachary Hubbard, you should definitely subscribe to his channel. I mean, his work will blow you away. What he does with the sports, he's been doing it for about 8-9 years now, and it's no question, that his level to connect certain things is crazy. So, we appreciate the support he's been giving us. Definitely shout out to Zach. He a real one. So you got to put out the energy you want in return, man. That's what it is. Stop being a cornball. Stop being a lame, and be for real. Talk to me. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, bro?
How you doing, man? What's up?
Good. I signed up for your Patreon today. Zach mentioned you last night on his live stream, so I signed up. I wanted to ask you, so how did you get started doing this? Did you just follow Zach, or did you read his book, the Letters and Numbers book, or did you just start practicing on the Gematrinator, or
All right. That's a good question. Definitely, that's a good question. Where you calling from, first of all?
The Midwest, Missouri.
Okay, shout out to Missouri. So yeah, the way I got involved in it first, obviously I came across Zach's work, and I was very interested in okay, well these numbers you could connect them to sports and you can make money off of it. So I worked I worked my way through it with Zach. He taught me a lot of things. Shout out to Zach, and but just like anything, when somebody teaches you something, they can only teach you so much. You got to take it to the next level, and put your own little twist on it. So through experience and my own success doing it, I developed my own system along with what Zach's taught me, and that was like about 2.5, 3 years ago. So me and Zach, we've been very successful in making people money, and I just figured, I rather besides make money for other people, I'm gonna make money for myself as well. So, and that's what it's all about. And just like with anything, you learn through experience. You get some wrong, you get some right. There's some speed bumps on the journey, but you fix your system, and that's where we at now, man. For anybody who's skeptical about the work, all you gotta do is go to the Patreon and check out the posts. It's not fugazi, it's not a scam. The work speaks for itself. It is what it is. So yeah, it was a lot of hard work and experience. That's what I can say.
Yeah, I mean, it does speak for itself, though. It's obvious when you see it. I mean, if you ain't, I mean, if you could understand the numbers and the way they script it out, plus the storylines is what gets me. Like they're not gonna turn down a good storyline. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course not. They love, because you know what it is. Just like last year when we had the scripted NBA Finals, right? Where did they have it? They had it in Disneyland, right? I mean, could you have a better place with a storyline than fucking Disneyland? I mean, like, come on. They making cartoons. They making movies over there. So of course we're gonna have a scripted narrative, and then so for anybody who's paying attention to to the NBA Finals, last year, we were all over Miami winning that series. A lot of people
Yeah.
got confused with the Boston narrative and all this other nonsense, but listen, man, you got to pay attention. You can't let your ego or like a previous assumption get in the way of what they're really communicating to you. You have to continue to pay attention all throughout the season.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna go with the best storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever Zach talking about when Bryant beat Golden State, went down 3-1, like, and I watched that series before I ever learned about Gematria, and I was just like, yeah, they're going to come back. Just because the way they sold it on TV, you know what I mean? Like, it was just going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, exactly, man. That's it.
Yeah.
People who benefit from gematria and who are able to use this work, they're very observant people, because that's what you have to be to use this. You have to be very observant, and you can't be sleeping. That's why a sheep is never gonna be able to use this knowledge and benefit off it. You have to accept the fact that these are predetermined outcomes before the game even starts. There's no way that this is all happening by accident. Like, come on. Really?
Can't look it up.
So how about the guy today? The guy today from Philadelphia, Tobias Harris. He makes the game-winning shot with 2.4 seconds left, like the number 24. Paying homage to Kobe Bryant. Is that an accident as well? I mean,
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Sometimes I don't know. It's hard. Like, and but like it just makes me think like they just have technology, and just we don't have. Maybe it's the manipulation too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean, well, there's definitely technology at work, and that's obvious. All you have to do is look at that Damian Lillard shot from about 2 years ago to see the technology at work. I mean, that should have hit somebody in the stands.
When it
Come on.
curved in.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
just that made no sense. It's not supposed to happen like that. So it is.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm a subscribe to your Patreon, and I'm a Zach's Patreon for a couple months. But like, I just now started betting. Like, UFC was the first time I betted, and I ain't had time to pay attention. But I'm gonna stay with yours and stay with his, and just start betting with my little extra money and shit, and try to come back to work and see make some money off this. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. And I encourage everybody to continue to learn this work as well. Subscribe to Zach's channel, so that you get the basic knowledge of gematria. And once you start practicing it yourself, it's gonna become second nature, just like anything you would have learned in school, any kind of trait you would have learned, for your personal career. You will start, using this self, using gematria just so much better by yourself, and it's gonna help you with your betting. You know what I mean? It's gonna help you with the way you lean a certain game. So definitely, man, I appreciate the call, and have a good night.
Take it easy, bud.
I appreciate it. All right, man. His call was a little broken up. Yo, for everybody watching, how's the audio? Is is the audio coming through? Can you guys hear the callers? Let me know, cause that audio was a little messed up. But Casey, I don't know why you ain't here bugging out, man. If you got something to say, call me up. That's that, I don't know if that was you saying the N word when you called me, but if you got some questions, we could talk about it. Word. For everybody in here that hasn't hit the like button, hit that like button. I hear the caller. Good on your end. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Word. So listen, the phone line's open for anybody who got some questions. Anybody who got some questions or want to talk about their experience, how they've been able to benefit off of this, call in, man. I want to hear from you. Word. Because we already hear so much from the trolls. Let's hear from the people who's actually using this and taking advantage of it. You know what I mean? That's what we want to do. The trolls already get enough life. We don't need them. You know what I mean? Listen, for anybody who want to check out the record or whatever, check out the work, you can go to Patreon for free. There's a lot of public posts. All you have to do is go check it out. We got another caller. How you doing, man?
Yo, Victor.
What's good?
Hey, man. Look, I've been following you a few days, and looks like you're putting out some awesome work over here, man. Congratulations. I think I'm going to sign up for your Patreon.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Big Al, man.
Big Al from Zach's channel?
Yeah, this is Big Al, man. And so I thought, yeah, I'll call him up. I've benefited very much from this for several years now.
Yeah, definitely.
I've listened to a few of your videos lately, and what I like about your work is you're very thorough.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes these roads can get, they can get tricky. And if you miss something, you'll be like, damn, but I don't see you missing anything. It looks like you're right on top of everything.
Well, I learn from the best, man. You know what I mean. So I try to, humbly as well. It's not anything, that with an ego or anything like that. But I definitely learned from the master teacher Zach, and I put my own little twist on it, and I just try to stay on top of on everything that they're showing us. You know what I mean. I try not to overanalyze it, but sometimes I'm guilty of that as well. So it happens.
Man, I'm glad to see that you got things up and running. And tell me how your platform is, like on your Patreon. Do you do a live stream every day, or do you just put out pics, or how you been doing that, man? Because I work, so I mean it's I can usually listen to things, but if I need to, I just I can take a moment. How do you usually do it? Do you put pics up, or are you doing live streams? How does it work?
So all right. So for my Patreon, I don't do the live streams on the Patreon for the followers. There? No, I don't do it. I just post the pics. So for anybody who has any questions or anything like that, my number is posted for anybody whoever wants to reach out to me or anything like that. But
you got a really bad connection, man. Your voice is.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. We're gonna see right now. Can you
I'll call you right back, man.
All right, no problem. All right. So he's gonna call us back. No problem. For everybody sending me the DMs on Instagram, don't worry about it. I'll check it and I'll get back to you when I get off this live stream. But yeah, man. Hold on, we got another caller. How's it sounding now?
That's a little better, man.
Okay, cool.
It sounded like Babby Bat, man. speaking of Disneyland. Because like I just started fucking with Sandel. What the fuck? It sounded like you were saying you just put pics out, but I didn't catch what you said, man.
Yeah. So I don't do the live stream. I definitely just post the pics. And people communicate in the post chat with comments and stuff like that. But my number is posted on my Patreon homepage for anybody who wants to reach out to me and inquire about whatever they may feel. If they have questions on how to bet or what they want to do. But the live stream, it's a lot of times people could kind of like take you in a certain direction or whatever. I do the work myself, and I'm not saying like I'm the guru or whatever. I'm never gonna miss, but the way I've been doing it works for me. I've been doing it for about 2 years now, so this is just the way I do it. But I'm gonna be doing more live streams now after the fact, and who knows, in the future I might do a live stream prior to the game starting. But for now, this is the way it's been working for me, and I like it.
Well, that's good, man. That's good. I mean, I always with Zach, I always told him, that's just, you just, after a while, you just know. These guys just randomly call up, and it's like, yeah, they're just on there to troll. That's all it is. Just try to get you off your pick, like they did with people with Buffalo this week, I mean, you're not getting me off the Chiefs. Because they use the same numbers all year, and what they do with the Chiefs. Those are the same numbers they use every year in these Super Bowl riddles.
Exactly. Like, come on. How can you deny the 131 and the 101? Like, take away all the stuff that they were pumping to you through the media with the Bills. There's no way, if you've been following Gematria, there's no way you can avoid those numbers. So that's what you got to stick to. But if you keep watching television...
They became 13-1, and Mahomes gets his 41st career win.
Come on, man.
They became 13. I mean, it's like that's Lock City.
Come on,
coming off of that.
Yeah, it's perfect, man. It's perfect. And then people were like, a lot of money was on the Bills. A lot of money was on the Bills, and even people who follow me, they were messaging me about the Bills, and I'm trying to tell people, what are you worried about? That was the lock of the day. There was no second guessing that pick. Kansas City was at least going to get to the Super Bowl. There was no way that they were not getting to the Super Bowl.
That tells you the power of mind control right there, man. That's the mind control kicking in. And that's why, you're having success with just doing and putting out and not. You don't want information overload either.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes what you can get. But I know why Zach does it. He just does it because, he gives people a chance to call up and, speak, and that's what they want to do. But, when you're treating it like a business like this, I think you're better doing what you're doing with it, like this. Not letting anybody else try to get you off what works for you.
Exactly, man. You don't fix what's not broken. You know what I mean?
You there, man?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, they're fucking with the phone thing again.
Yeah, no, I said you don't fix what's not broken. So that's what we've been doing. But I definitely appreciate your call. I know we done had a couple mixes.
I'm gonna sign up. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, bro. Definitely.
Oh, there you are. You're back now. So what is it with you got like 1 or 2 tiers or?
Yeah. So I got three different tiers for anybody who's not familiar. Basically, the lowest tier is it's gonna get you the picks and the breakdown. The only difference with the highest tier is the higher tier we focus on, underdogs as well as the future championships. We get those out to the people early, and that's really the only difference. So.
All right, brother. Sounds good, man.
Definitely, I appreciate the call, Big Al.
Best of luck to you, and just keep doing what you do.
Thank you, man. You have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, man. Definitely appreciate that. For any of you guys not familiar with Big Al, he's a person that's been using Gematria for a while, and he's definitely been taking advantage of it, and that's the whole point. That's the whole point of what we're doing. All right, we got another call. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? This is Victor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is Martin. From Zach's channel.
Oh, what's up, Martin? How you doing, Martin?
Hey, no, I'm alright. I'm alright. But yeah, I heard you've been doing pretty good though. No cap. That's some of my subscribers been saying that you've been doing pretty good. I'm not sure if have you been playing any college games lately? Like any college basketball games?
No, man, I don't do college. You know, I do college when it gets down to March Madness, but you know, like I said, for anybody who's not familiar, I focus on the three main sports: MLB, NBA, and NFL. That's it.
Nah, yeah, I've been trying my hand with college, and I mean, I've been getting beat up. Like, I'm not sure what type of method you use, but I mean, I've been using the English ordinal cipher a lot lately, and for some reason, it's not been hitting. Like, it's been perfect riddles even when it's the team that are playing. Yeah, I'll give you an example to perspective. Say example, a team is 10-4, and the team that they're playing equals 10:05. I mean 105 is English ordinal, and then the next team that they'll be playing after that game will also equal 105. But they'll also lose that game. Like I think that'd be a perfect riddle, with all the 105s going in order in English ordinal, and then I'll end up losing. And like it makes no sense. It'll have me scratching my head. I'm not sure you use a different method, but you say you don't usually do college games. So.
I have had success this year calling a couple games. You know, just like Zach says, you know, you check across the NCAA as well as the NHL for any low hanging fruit. And I have done it in the past, like I said, when it comes to March Madness. So I am familiar with college. But yeah, it's mostly prime relationships, and you know, I can't specifically talk to what game you're talking about, but you know, it might have been.
You cut out.
Yeah, hello. Let me see. I don't know why the calls are continue to cut out. Can you hear me now?
Your phone's cutting out. Hello?
Hold on. Let me see. How about now? Can you hear me?
Hello? Now I hear you, yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
What were you saying?
I was saying that you know, I have had success doing it in the past. You know, by calling a couple NCAA college games, you know, this year with the low hanging fruit, you know, things that are a little too obvious to ignore. I don't know which game you're specifically talking about with the 105s and stuff like that, but you know, it's basically, you know, like the same thing with the NBA, bro. You know what I mean? You're gonna miss on a couple of them, but there might just be a greater riddle that you might not have seen, like with the coach or with the you know, the team history or something like that. So, you know, don't get discouraged or anything like that.
I gotta wait to go on the coach's record because I wasn't sure how much weight that is actually used in the decode. I've been seeing a lot of my subscribers been posting my prediction saying that coaches usually adding to the decode, and it's like really, adding up from the coach's time he signed to the game. Like if it's like 105 days from the game, and from the guy when the coach signed, it's like he can get his 105th loss or 105th win. So I mean, I've seen stuff like that, and in regards to the college basketball, I've called plenty of upsets and stuff like that, but it's just like I've been seeing easy riddles that I thought would come through that I just been missing on. It's like, and then what you were talking about the Bills game not too long ago, like. I mean, I drank the Kool-Aid and I fell for the trap too, and then also with the Ravens game, because even though I like the riddles that Zach and everybody was saying for the Chiefs and et cetera, I thought that 27 was going to hit, but when I look at it in hindsight, there was no way the Chiefs would make it into the Super Bowl to play great.
I mean, well, you got to think about it exactly like that, bro. You can't ignore the 131, the 101. You can't ignore the era of the black quarterback that Patrick Mahomes started last year by winning the Super Bowl. Like these are narratives that began at the beginning of the season and have continued to be carried out. So yeah, you know, like the Bills 27 thing, of course, it was interesting. Just like, you know, the last year, you had the Tennessee Titans and all the Remember the Titans people that passed away, and so many people, you know, jumped on the Tennessee Titans, you know, beating the Kansas City Chiefs or whatever the case may be. But you know, where they end up, going home. So you know, you got to pay attention to what's been working, and if you follow Zach, you know that 131, that 101, you know, especially for this year, and you know, especially the 131 and 41 connection, like, you know.
No, yeah, that was real sweet. That's why
why I said, even I told him, I said, you're probably right. And I mean, and I don't like going against Zach because he's more so like he's got the most experience doing this. But, you know, I mean, sometimes I'll be right, sometimes Zach is wrong. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But
yeah, but you gotta. When it comes to championships, though, you know that the 131. You can't you know you can't ignore that number. So.
You're right, and that's why I said that was stupid because I even said in the live stream, I said you were right about the championship number in the 101.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I mean,
it's trial and error. You know, it's trial and error. Don't beat yourself up about it, but definitely you know for next time. Obviously, the 131 you can't ignore and stuff like that. So
did you have the? I'm sure you had the Sixers tonight, right? It seemed like everybody had the Sixers tonight.
Well, yeah, we definitely had the Sixers tonight. Yeah, that was that was a lock of the night.
I had the Kings money line because I thought the 24 was too perfect. You know, I think it equals 24 for some reason. They were away. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, 24 Magic equals 24.
Yeah.
Kings equals 24. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. So the other play that we gave out was the Toronto Raptors plus 7.5 on the spread.
See, I took the money line because I was like, because just yesterday I told my Patreon to take it was maybe 2 days ago. I think they were playing the Pacers, and I said the Pacers going to beat them because they're going to become 107 on the season.
Yeah.
The Raptors equal 107. I thought the same thing was going to happen in this game because Bucks were, I think, 10-6, and I was like, okay, they're going to lose to become 10-7. I mean, I did see the other middle of, Raptors getting their 11th loss all time, and Bucks equal 11, and I know that's pretty strong. And I went against it, but I mean, I really just thought the fact that Bucks were going to become 3 or 5 away, and line up with the riddle of them becoming 10-7. Raptors both equal 35 and 107 in those two first ciphers. So I really thought that was it. I could have easily took the points, and it would have made sense because I noticed that when the riddle seems strong for the underdog, and you take the points, you usually hit. But I mean, the money lines are so much sweeter. But
yeah, but that's the thing. You chase the money line all the time, and it's gonna make you pay for it sometimes. But like today with the Toronto game, yeah, the 107 did hit a couple of days ago. That was another obvious one. That was easy cakes. But the 7 and 11 is also very prominent with the Raptors as well, with Toronto 117, and like you said,
how so?
Well, Toronto equals 117, and with the loss they became 7 and 11, so that's the reflection of 117. But also with the 11s all over the board, Bucks equal 11 today. Today 31 date numerology, the 11 prime. So.
Okay, so that's another thing I was gonna ask you. So the date numerologies you use, how many do you use total? I always use 5, and it's the large one, which is the full one, and then the one when you take off 20, and then you do the small one, which is like, for example, today's the 27th, and you add January, which is the 28th, so that'd be 28. So that's the 3 that I know. And then do you also do the one when you add like 27 plus January, which is 28, and then add the year individually, which is gonna be 5?
I can tell you that I use 6 date numerologies.
Okay. Yeah, I use 5. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I use 6. I don't want to get into it over YouTube, but definitely I use 6. So.
No, I understand that. That's cool. And you said I go to your Patreon to get your personal number or something like that because I don't have anybody really collab with. I'm not sure if you have anybody that you collab with stuff like this. I don't be trying to hit up that because I know you can get 100 emails and text messages. So I'm not sure if you're collabing with anybody, but if you're down to collab, I know you're doing your own thing. I'm doing my own thing. So but I'm not against collabing with you if you ever got the time to win that.
Well, this is a number you could reach me at. As far as like if you want to get a hold of me or whatever the case may be, I'm obviously a lot easier to get a hold of than Zach. He's got like 10,000 people calling him every day. But
hey, man, you never know. Give yourself some time. You never know.
Yeah, but yeah, bro, I'm not. It's not a thing. I don't have a problem with collabing on a specific thing or whatever the case may be. It's no ego thing over here. So.
Yeah, that's what I be saying. I'm trying to take the casino and the bookies' money. I'm not trying to take nobody else's money. Your pockets don't mess with my pockets. So I mean, but if we all things like that, we work together, we could definitely kill the casinos. But I mean, definitely though. I mean, I'll get you up one of these days whenever you got, whenever you got the time and whatnot.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. I appreciate it, and I'm sure you've been doing pretty good work this year as well. Because Zach recommended you, so shout out to you and everything you're doing over there on your channel.
Yeah, respect.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
I appreciate it.
All right, cool. That was a good call. Shout out to Martin for reaching out. That's what's up. So, anybody in the feed, how's the audio? Is the audio coming through? Because I want to make sure you guys are able to hear people. Let me know. Let me know how the audio is. Let me talk to the chat. Perfect night. That's so good. Okay, appreciate that. You can't hear the caller for real? Oh, tight. All right, this is another troll. If you call me from an unknown number, I'm not picking up. That's it. I'm not gonna pick up an unknown number. The person who keeps calling me unknown just keeps yelling the N word. I'm not doing it. Audio's good. All right, appreciate that. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Good. I have a question for you.
All right, could you lower the video in the background though?
Oh, 1 second.
No problem.
I got your pick today on Patreon, and I want to know if I could actually send you money, like, through Cash App, like, tip you.
Yeah, of course. My Cash App is on the screen.
Okay, so I want to ask you another question. Can you just, like, you have my number that I called in, can you just, like, text me the pics and I'll Cash App the money?
What do you mean text you the pics? Besides
like, text my number, the pics of the day, and then I'll Cash App you.
But aren't you subscribed to the Patreon?
Yeah, but like sometimes I'm working and stuff like that. I have no time, and if I just get a text of the pic, then I'll just put it in.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do that every single day. That might be a little tedious to be sending you specifically the pics, but.
It's like one pic of the day. Then I'll just or like I'll Cash App you to like like tips and stuff.
All right. Well, what you could do is. After you're done with the call, message me at the same number, right? Message me your name, like your Patreon name.
Okay.
And I'll save it, and then whenever I can, like, I'll send you the pic, the pics that I posted or whatever during the week,
okay, cool.
so that you can get it. But definitely send me your name on Patreon, so I know who you are.
I'm watching Zach since 5 years, and now I'm watching you. It's just like you guys are great.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And I know sports is all fake. I've been know it's fake like WWE, but you guys made it more real.
Thank you. Shout out to you for giving it a try and not being asleep. Definitely. Shout out to you.
I try to tell my friends about it, but no one wants to listen to me.
That's how it is, man. You're gonna lose a lot of friends. Trying to put people onto this information, but it is what it is. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it, right?
That's true.
So, but yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I have another question. Do you think like a lot of deaths are like real, or do you think like they're still alive?
Well, I think it's definitely dependent on the specific deaths you're speaking about. I don't believe, every single one of them, especially with high profile people.
I just feel like Kobe Bryant maybe just didn't want to be famous somewhere.
He might have been at the game today.
I know, that's why I feel like, he doesn't want to be at the Laker games every single game. He wants to be with his kids. So I figured maybe, it was just like he wants to be like in his house hanging out. Doesn't want to be at every single Laker game.
Exactly, man. We don't know exactly where he is, but I'm sure wherever he is, he's definitely having a laugh about everything that's going on. That's for sure.
I agree. Well, keep on going, man. And I'm, keep on talking to you. Maybe I can, cash out you more money and stuff.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night, and I appreciate the support.
Thank you, man.
All right. The phone line's open for anybody that wants to call in. Definitely. I appreciate all the support we getting. Definitely. I've been doing this work for a while now, and it just seems like now people are starting to realize the quality of the work. No shade at nobody else, but there's a reason that Zach recommends me, and it's not because he likes my name. I've never personally met Zach. There's a lot of people that have met him in real life. The only relationship I've had with Zach has been collaborating on these scripted sports and just basically collaborating our information. So I've never met him in person. So for anybody who knows Zach and knows he's not just referring somebody, just for a simple reason, he's had experience with me. He knows the quality of the work I do, and he's definitely comfortable sending his people over here for a reason. And he doesn't do that with everybody. So shout out to Zach. He's definitely a real one for that one. And I've never begged for it. That's another thing too. Good things come to those who wait. So, and you put out the energy you want to receive back. Especially, with something like this, you want to do something positive. You're doing something positive for people. Why would you give out negative energy? That's not gonna work. It's like opposite. You got to give out positive energy, and that's the type of shit. That's the type of energy you're gonna receive back. So. But the phone line is open if anybody wants to call in. We had a bunch of good callers today. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Definitely hit that like button if you haven't hit the like button. Hit the like button on the check-in. That's what we do over here. We hit the like button on the check-in because I know how stingy you people could get. So hit the like button, and the phone line is open for anybody that wants to call in and speak about some things that's going on. Definitely. You know what I mean? Check in with the chat. Yeah, so here's the thing. For anybody who's questioning about the the price of the top tier, it's a 1% for a reason. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that's been in the 1% over the time that it's been there, we've hit I've lost track of the amount of underdogs we've hit. If you want to go back and look at my posts, you will see the amount of underdogs that we've hit on that 1% tier. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not overselling it. This is not a scam. I'm not overselling it because I'm not, people don't have to get that tier. The minimum tier is $11.99. It breaks down to about 30 cents a day. Definitely affordable. I should be charging more for the work. And for anybody who gets to see the work, they get what they're paying for. The work speaks for itself. You don't get like a decode with one line like, okay, this team, blah, blah, is going to win because I flipped a coin, or, I feel like this because, and you have one sentence, I'm sorry. It's the work, it speaks for itself. Humbly though, no ego, no nothing. As you can see, other people calling who do this work, and they're showing love, and there's no hate over here, man, for anybody. No hate, or for anything. So definitely hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I didn't even know we was gonna be on here for that long. I just wanted to come up here and make the video about tonight, since tonight was so easily scripted. But yeah, man, the phone line is open for anybody that wants to call in. We here. No, the games for tomorrow are not posted yet. Definitely not. I post the picks the day of. I don't want to say any specific reason why I do it, but a lot of times my work ends up, other places. other people just seem to get a hold of my work. So I post the pick and the work the day of. No, I don't decode tennis. No. I have decoded tennis matches in the past, but I definitely don't decode tennis with any regularity. Definitely not. Sorry. But there might be some tennis decoders out there, All you gotta do is look for them. Phone line is open if anybody wants to call in. We done had a couple callers call in. I wasn't able to reach them. But I mean, I wasn't able to pick up because we were on another call. But if you want to call back in, we can have a conversation now. DJ James, what's good, man? Shout out to you for the support. I'm not gonna talk about any future picks in the live stream. You know what I mean? But for anybody who's signed to the Patreon, they will know how I feel about any specific game coming up. Definitely, yeah. But salute to you. I appreciate the support. Word. The most difficult sport to decode. I don't know. Maybe like Olympic swimming. I don't know. There's probably a bunch of sports that are difficult, a little bit more difficult to decode because you might not be familiar with it. But I'm pretty much convinced that all professional sports are scripted, and there's tons of evidence to prove it. So, if anybody who doesn't believe it, call in. If you want to just call in and shout out, or tell us how you was able to fucking destroy today with the picks, or how much money you made, or maybe a system that works for you. Let me know. I definitely want to. I mean, Leonidas, okay. Some people, a lot of people, you said Dustin Poirier was an easy pick. It might have been an easy pick for you, but a lot of people got that wrong. Conor McGregor was a minus 300 favorite, and a shit ton of money was on Conor McGregor. So, you definitely in the minority right there. But shout out to you for getting that one right. Got another call. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Vic?
What's going on, man?
Hey, this Dave. I'm mod on that channel.
Oh, what's good, man?
Oh, man, chilling, man. I just want to let you know, listening to you and Martin's conversation, I'm just gonna say, you're genuinely a good dude. You don't got no hate. You don't got no malice. You ain't trying to, not work with nobody. And I'm not signed up to your Patreon, but I will be, tomorrow. So, when Zach recommends, somebody, it's definitely worth taking note of. But I just want to let you know just how you handle yourself today. Just with the phone calls and stuff like that. I never heard you talk in person, but just hearing you talk in person tonight, you just you're good dude. So
I appreciate that, man. For a long time, I used to just do the random calls in with Zach, and I'd be on the phone for like a minute or two, and I just got straight to what I wanted to say and whatever the case may be. But I'm putting myself out there, and Martin, if he didn't know, now he knows. I don't specifically have a problem with anybody. It's not a competition thing, as far as like who's more right than the other person or whatever the case may be, because it takes a lot of courage for Martin to even call me up live and ask me questions. He didn't have to do that.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I acknowledge that also, and like I said, man, everything's about perspective. If you're doing something positive, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make other people's lives easier, and mine's at the same time. I don't want to make it seem like I'm a priest or anything like that. I'm benefiting from this as well. But if you're doing something positive, then that's the type of energy you want to put out there. And I don't, how would I sound if Martin calls in to show me love, and then I just say, oh, you know what? Nah, I'm too good, to collaborate with anybody. I've been collaborating with Zach for years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's the same type of thing, the same type of mentality, bro. I don't think I'm higher than anybody else. I can only speak about my work, and the work speaks for itself. So.
Man, that's what's up, man. Cause let me
just retract. I heard you talk on collabing with Zach. I heard you talk on that. But as far as your live streams, I haven't heard you talk on your live streams.
Yeah.
So, but when you call in Zach, when you call, I always take notice in the stuff that you point out, and when Mark called in, I'm a Patreon of Martin. That's my bro. I love Martin to death. And for him to call and just to ask a couple questions, that's that speaks volumes. Because people humble themselves just to get better, and then the people that can help people get better, help them get better, and that's what you was doing. So pretty much like you said, you don't think but the collab is all good because we all part of a community. So I just want to let you know, you just got a lot of respect for me from that conversation with you and Martin. So.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. And as you could tell, that was not scripted. I've never spoken to Martin before. I've never, he was the person that decided to call me. So, that was nothing that pre-planned or whatever the case. But yeah, shout out to Martin. Obviously Zach recommends him as well, so I know he's doing definitely pretty good work over there. Or Zach wouldn't recommend him, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, we all have one enemy, man. We all have the same enemy, and my enemy is definitely not Martin. So.
Right, exactly. So, man, that's what's up, Vic, man. Hey, I'm gonna sign up tomorrow, man. So, expect to see my name.
No problem, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to you for calling. Definitely, I appreciate the positive feedback. Definitely, man.
Hey, we all need positive. We all need positivity. Like you said, it's all about energy, man. So. You're giving out that positive energy, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be recycled back. So
exactly, definitely, bro. That's how I live my life. So have a good one.
You too.
All right, man. Damn, definitely, man. Shout out to Dave for real. He's a mod. He definitely a mod. He been in he been around the community for a while. I see him all the time. So in the chat and stuff like that. So shout out to him. For calling up and giving the stream some positivity, because a lot of people, here's the thing, one problem that this community has is giving credit, you know what I'm saying? And it's always like a struggle. Everybody always wants to reach for credit, like I want to get credit, or I deserve credit for this, or blah 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 blah. But when you have to allow the work to speak for itself, and yeah, there's gonna be trolls and there's gonna be people and that hate on you, and there's gonna be times where you're incorrect, but every incorrect thing is a learning experience, and you could definitely pay attention to how people rebound, because how people rebound says a lot about their character. It says a lot about what why they really doing something, their real motives. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that Zach could specifically do to me that would ever have me like talking about him in a negative way, because Zach has changed my life. So there's no negativity I have for that man. There's no negativity. I mean, a lot of these people I've never even met. Martin, I've never met. I've only heard him speak on, on the stream, and sounds like a very knowledgeable guy. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to him, and anybody else contributing to the community. We all got the same enemy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not each other. We all fighting, to take from the elite that's been taken from us. So that's all it's about. It's not about, oh, I want to be the person to get this so I can say nobody else got it. No, that's selfish, man. That's people who are doing things for selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support from everybody, regardless, people who's, I got patrons who support me who don't even bet. You know what I'm saying? I got patrons who support me that don't even bet. They just support me just because of the consistency of the work, the quality of the work, you know what I'm saying? And reasons like that, or whatever personal reason. They might like my voice, they might respect my grind, whatever the case it is. It's several things. So it's not just one thing. And that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? And hopefully people, who are watching this, who's not subscribed, they will subscribe. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Patreon. That's it. Because all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change people's lives, man. That's what I'm trying to do. This work has sincerely changed my life because I used to be a big fan of sports and I used to be caught in the matrix as well. But once you come out of that, you realize what a detriment it is to to be one of those people. You are seriously not living your life if that's how, if you are stuck in the matrix. You are not living a life. You're not. So yeah, a lot, and you're right. We fighting the sheep too and the trolls and everything like that. But here's the thing: you can't let the trolls, conquer your positivity. Like if I had a guy calling in, and he keeps saying the N word. I'm not gonna get upset at him because obviously, he's got a big problem. And it's not nothing that I can help him with. So you just let it bounce off of him, man. Let it bounce off of you, and go on to the next caller. That's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I'm not here trying to be like holier than thou or anything like that. But this is the way I am. This is the way I live my life. So yeah, trolls are they definitely they are a good gauge for someone's character and stuff like that. You're right. You're right. For anybody wondering, the line is open if you want to call in and give us, some positive feedback or some positive words or whatever the case may be. We definitely appreciate it. So, or if you want to talk about how you had a big score, or you've been a Patreon of mine for a long time and you want to, you want to tell people about your experience, call in, man, because I want to hear from you. This year is the year I've been doing live streams. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to get familiar with my Patreons. I want to get familiar with my subscribers. So call in, man. The number's up there. 347-966-5761. Call in and let us let us know what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because it's troubling times now, man. It's definitely troubling times, but we're trying to rise above it. We definitely trying to rise above it. And trust me, when you win in these games, and you get like a tip, for, like a cash app with a positive message that says, "Yo, Vic, you like I paid my rent for 6 months because of you," or to anybody who just recently started following me, I had a guy that messaged me, a couple months ago, just one day off of my picks, he won $58,000. $58,000. Like that's a down payment for a house. You know what I'm saying? And the excitement that he had on the phone, and I never met this guy before. That was actually the first time he called me. The excitement he had on the phone telling me that he won $58,000, like, bro, you cannot duplicate that. It was some out of body experience. So, hold on, we got another caller. Hello?
What's up, Mr. Futures? You alright?
Yeah, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. This is Rob from Detroit, man. You alright?
I'm chilling, man.
I just wanted to chime in, man. I just came a Patreon subscriber. I didn't get that 7.5 point. I ended up getting it at 7 points, but it was a good day for me still. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah. You see, that's the reason why. So I think a couple of people messaged me about that they caught the line at the +7, and that's why I recommended the 7.5. You know what I'm saying? And I also recommended the teaser with the 5 additional points because of the fact of we know how Vegas likes to they like to jerk us around. They like to pull one away from us, so to speak. So.
But you were dead on as I'm concerned. I do a lot of fantasy, so I'll be looking for like the players. So a lot of stuff still go over my head, so I have to start reading a lot of the stuff so it can make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Of course.
And when I do
doing your thing, it kind of got me motivated. Like, hey man, I know I'm on the right path. I just gotta stay focused. So I gotta just give you a shout out, man. I'm this shit is like it changed my life too. So I feel you. Like how you talking, I feel like you, but not on the live stream. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. And that's the energy I want to give to everybody. Because when you're able to call these games and when you're able to win, because we all know how hard it is when you gotta work 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week to get a check, and before you even get your check, the government gets paid from you before you even get paid. That shit kills a person, and it especially kills a man. Any man that working 50, 60 hours a week and has to deal with that, another man taking money away from them before you even get paid.
Oh yeah, I feel you, bro. I'm going through a divorce, so this is like giving me a whole nother like strength. Cause I always took, but now I got confidence. Like when you say, "Hey, this the upset day" or whatever, I'm rolling with it no matter what, win, lose, or draw. Cause I was doing it without the knowledge all the way together. Now I feel like, okay, this makes sense to me, and I'm gonna roll with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the support and the encouragement and everything like that. But at the same time, I do always preach to my patrons to bet responsibly, because the best way to do this is through the experience. So if you just recently become a patron of mine, and I can understand how somebody could read my post and they might just go like haywire, like today. Somebody just might put their whole paycheck on the Philadelphia 76ers money line or whatever the case may be. But what you're gonna learn is through your own experience of being on my Patreon, learning how I decode, learning how I'm giving out these plays. You're gonna become an even way better, because it's not just I preach responsibility, because it's not about just taking one, putting your life savings on one game. I would never preach something like that. But it's definitely about building up your experience so that you're able to use what you've learned yourself on top of what I'm giving you to just make it even better.
Matter of fact, I got a question because I couldn't really understand like the first note you had with the was that Utah game and who the fuck Utah play? Utah played somebody, but I couldn't really understand what you was really saying on that first note. You know what I'm saying? Was I reading it wrong, or was I missing something?
Are we talking about today's post, or no? Because I didn't give out Utah today.
No, you said something about Utah, or maybe you were just giving numbers.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I know what you're talking about. So every time I post, I make a section of general observations. So I might not specifically decode the whole game, but these are just observations that jumped out to me. So I know what you're talking about. You were talking about the Dallas and Utah game today, right?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, generally I'll post a couple observations, because obviously there was 12 games on today, and I understand that some people might want more than like 2 or 3 plays. They might want to bet a bunch more games. So I'll throw in some general observations that jump out to me about a specific game, and that's all they are, though. They are observations. But my picks are clearly outlined with the team logo and the reasoning, and those are the plays that I'm giving out.
Okay, I get it now, because at first I didn't understand, like, was I reading it right, but them was just your observation. Okay, so I got it now.
Yeah. And that'll happen. A lot of times people have made a lot of money from my observation. You'll figure that out if you want to go back in my previous posts or whatever. People have made a shit ton of money just going off of my some things that I might observe, because it's all about perspective. And again, I'm not putting myself above anybody else, but sometimes I'll see something that somebody else doesn't see. So, and that's the way it works. A lot of times the patrons on my Patreon will give me an observation that they observed, and I'll be like, oh shit, I didn't even see that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the way it works. I try to build up. I try to, I want the community to be contributing as much as I am. You know what I'm saying? I do a majority of the work, and I post everything that I see and that that I believe in. But no, nobody's perfect. So I encourage everybody else to speak up.
Okay. Well, I got you, Mr. Futures. I ain't gonna hold you up. I'll definitely be in touch and support and just being vocal because I'm feeling some type of way this year myself. It's a
Yeah,
year.
no, definitely. I appreciate it. I understand, and I wish you nothing but the best going through, that situation that you're going through, because I know that could be kind of tough. So definitely, man, I'm wishing nothing but positivity over there.
Oh, I appreciate it, brother. Keep up the good work, and we're gonna eat together real soon, man. We eating it out. So for everybody out who they're listening to you, hopefully they know that real. This is my first time ever calling in. I never called Zach, and I've been listening to him for a long time.
Oh wow, that that's saying something. I appreciate that.
Well, I can relate to you. We I can relate to you on a different level. But Zach, I can appreciate what he do because it seems like there's no hidden agenda. You know what I'm saying? And he's either you understand what he's saying or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I can appreciate. But as far as with you, it's like I can relate, so I can feel more comfortable with just maybe it's your presentation. Maybe I like how you explain stuff, but I just to relate to how you present your information and just let you know that I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you right back. Have a good night.
Hey, let's get this money, man. I'll be checking you out tomorrow. I'll be definitely looking for your updates, bro.
All right, no problem. Have a good one.
All right, salute to you.
All right, salute. Definitely, man. I appreciate that. The phone line is open for anybody that wants to call in now, but definitely I appreciate that call. Um, so for anybody, that wants that's inquiring about this the lowest tier 699, that tier is no longer available. That's sold out. That was for the initial subscribers and believers, and that's basically just a tier of support. Nothing comes with that tier. Those are people who just support me just to support me. You know what I mean? So my minimum tier is listed. It's available if people want to get it. And yeah, man. Just going back on what the caller said. The people I feel like they could relate to me because a lot of people that have come from Zach's community, they've heard the grind, they've seen the grind because they know. I believe I called in the Zach show, his daily decode. I believe I called in every single day for about a year and a half, every single day. So people heard my voice. They heard the calls that I was making with the underdogs and all that stuff. So they seen the come up. They seen, how I went from just a caller, to now breaking off, doing my own thing, and still having the support of Zach. Not a lot of people can say that. A lot of people branch off from Zach, and it's a situation, and it's confrontation and all that stuff. But nah, man, I will never have any negative feelings towards Zach. You know what I'm saying? Zach has done nothing but support me. At the end of the day, nobody has to support you. That's what people need to realize. Nobody has to support you. They do it for out of the genuineness of their heart if they want to see you win. And that's rare. Honestly, for somebody who I've never met, Zach, and for him to for him to encourage and promote me, he wants me to win. And that's a rare quality. I got friends that I wouldn't even call them friends. I got people that I've known for a long time, and they don't promote me as much as Zach. You know what I'm saying? They don't shout me out as much as Zach. They don't shout me out at all. You know what I'm saying? But Zach, a person who I've never met, our only relationship, our only connection is the fact that we both use Gematria to determine these scripted sports. Our only shared passion is the fact that we use this knowledge. That's it. That's how I met Zach, by collaborating information. Before I even did a live, he never even knew what I looked like. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what you have to appreciate, because nobody has to. No, nobody's gonna want you to win. You know what I'm saying? You got sometimes people got family members, who don't even give a fuck. Part of my language. They don't care about you. They care about you when it's Thanksgiving and when they see you. Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you been doing? That's that fake love shit. But nah, man, you take your time to analyze the situation, and you know what I'm saying? It's genuine, man. It's genuine. He respects the work. He respects the grind. And that's the most important part. So definitely hit that like button, man. Word. How you doing? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, is this Mr. Futures?
Yeah, this is Mr. Futures.
Yeah, how you doing, bro? Yeah, I'm ringing from Australia.
Oh, hey, what's up, Australia?
I want to thank you for giving some good advice and letting people know what's going on in the world, man. And thanks for the explanation of how to read your posts, because I'm a member.
Okay.
I do appreciate that. I'm just new, so just trying to work out how to read things and understand things. So that was really appreciated. Thank you.
No problem, man. I encourage anybody who has a question to message me or DM me, but I could understand how people, when they're new here, they don't necessarily know how to take in the information I'm giving them. So, I definitely understand that. But for anybody who has a question, you could DM me or message me on Patreon, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can about, any confusion that you might have. Definitely, man.
Thanks. Hey, I've got a couple of questions I just wanted to. Do you think the sports is run the same in Australia and the UK as it is in the US?
I don't. I would assume definitely that they use the same code. I've never tried to decode. I've decoded. What is it? Soccer. What is it? Premier League soccer. A couple of times.
Yeah.
But I can't speak very much for Australian sports though. But any professional sport, I would definitely bank money on that you could apply this code to. Yes.
Yeah, I've been trying to wake a couple of mates up in the UK about all the sports, and they won't believe a word I'm saying. But yeah, if you ever throw out something on the Premier League again, yeah, that would be awesome. So I could, put it in their face and go, look, this is how it's run.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, it's hard to wake people up, as you already know.
Trust me, man. I know. I've been trying to do it for almost 3 years now, so I already know.
All right, man. I appreciate it, and yeah, keep up the good work, brother, and love your energy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the call all the way from Australia, man. Take care. Definitely take care of yourself. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Salute. We got the international callers, yeah? You know what happens when we get international callers? We lit. When we get international callers, we lit. That's a fact. So shout out to Australia. I don't know what time it is in Australia, but he called us just to show some love and tap in and definitely let us know, that what we're doing, we need to continue doing, man. So I appreciate that. He didn't have to do that. Shout out to Australia, man. I love the accent. Word. But the call line's open for anybody that wants to call in. For anybody DMing me, I will get back to you. I will get back. I will respond to the DMs when I get offline. Definitely. So, but I appreciate everybody. I definitely appreciate everybody that's still tuned in because we've been on for 2 hours now. This is my second my second live on YouTube, and we already been on for 2 hours. That's crazy. That's what's up. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you guys, definitely. I want to continue to have this support, and keep growing it because we just recently, actually, we celebrating 1K today, so that's a celebration. We celebrating 1K on the road to 2K and then 3K and 4K. So definitely, man, we're trying to blow up the channel because, a lot of people need to wake up out of this, man. Definitely, and we need to spread positivity more. So much negativity in the world. You know what I mean? And we're not contributing that way, definitely. So appreciate you, brother. Definitely. Martin, take care. Take care of yourself. I appreciate you showing the love. And, you know what I mean? Let's continue to eat, you know? Continue to bank off of these scripted sports. Because they don't want to see us win, you know what I mean? They want to see us continuing to work for them. And, you know, get high blood pressure and stress ourselves out when our team misses the game winning shot. You know, how if you're a Laker fan today, how upset are you? You know what I'm saying? Or if you bet on the Lakers today, how upset are you? You know, when all you had to do was learn this simple thing called Gematria, right? And you would have been able to figure out that Philadelphia was gonna kick their ass. How upset are you? You know what I'm saying? That's cray. You know? So shout out to all the Los Angeles Lakers fans, because if it wasn't for y'all, we would not be getting such a great price today that we got on Philadelphia 76ers. Plus 155, as high as plus 175. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the LA Lakers fans. Shout out to all the people that jumped on the LA Lakers, you know, that bet on the LA Lakers. Shout out to y'all, man. Even though y'all got it wrong, miserably, you know, we appreciate y'all. We got to appreciate that. Because they gave us such a great price. So it is what it is. They don't want to see you win, man. What Kyler said? The air quote, they don't want to see you win, man. They don't. So, yeah, you know, so for anybody who wants to call in now, the line is still open. If you still tapped in with us, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Actually, you should share the stream right now on whatever social platforms you got. You know, let's continue to promote this. I'm happy with the 1K, but, you know, we want to blow it up to, like I said, 2K, 3K, 5K. We want to get this channel bigger than any other channel. You know what I'm saying? We're on a positive vibration, so this channel should be able to grow at a way better rate than anybody pushing negativity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I come across in this decoding community is you got to deal with some of the biggest egos in the world, and I'm good on that. You know what I mean? When I first started, I know what that's like. You know, it's you still got that crab mentality. You want to be considered the best. And for anybody who wants, look at Zach. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Zach for a second. He puts out some of the when it comes to decoding these news articles, he puts out some of the best work, and he still humbles himself to take callers, to take people that don't put in the amount of hours that he puts in. You know what I'm saying? That don't put out the work that he puts out, but he still humbles himself to take calls and learn something new every day. You gotta appreciate that, because if you're not learning, what are you doing? You're going backwards. So that's why you got to continue to appreciate stuff like that. Even if you got a personal grievance with Zach or whatever the case may be, man, you got to appreciate the dude's hustle, man. And you got to appreciate the dude's, willingness to learn. He don't got to take calls. He could, he says it himself. He got a big ego, but he checks it, though. He checks it enough to take calls for hours at a time. Just to maybe find out something that he doesn't already know. And guess what? Most of the time, it's not new information, but he still lets people speak. So, shout out to Zach, man. Word. Yeah, they're gonna be on you, man. Whenever you're doing something real, the boys are gonna be on you, man. The feds, the boys, they're gonna be on you. You know what I mean? But listen, all we doing is talking about sports. So if they want to bother us, they can bother us. It is what it is. We killing it. So let them bother somebody else talking about something else. We over here, we just doing our thing, and we chilling. That's it. Yeah, shout out to Zach. I don't even know. Is Zach still streaming right now? I don't even know. I know he was streaming before when I started this. I missed this whole show because I wanted to, come on here and talk about, the type of night that we had and how easy these games was. You know what I mean? And for anybody who was on the Lakers, you might want to rethink what you're doing. Honestly. You might want to rethink what you're doing. Because as you can see, we had several other people call in who do the same kind of work, you know, and they were like, "So man, Philadelphia was an easy call," you know what I'm saying? So if you was on the Lakers, if you use Gematria and you was on the Lakers, you might want to rethink what you're doing. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? Zach didn't even decode the game. He looked at the game for like 10 seconds, and he already knew. Yeah, you know, this is the obvious one. So it is what it is. Yeah, no, definitely. You know, listen, for anybody that thinks he just doing that by accident, I worked hard for these shout outs, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been working and promoting my you know, trying to do my thing on Patreon for a long time now. You know, a long time to me. So, you know, every shout out that I get, I feel like I earned it, you know? But still, he don't have to do it, so I appreciate that. At the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you got friends and family that won't even, you know, they won't even piss on you if you're burning, you know, if you're on fire. So, definitely, man. But the phone line's open. If anybody want to tap in, the phone line's open. We still taking calls, you know. We got like a subathon going on right now. Everybody's, you know, hit the subscribe, hit the like. I appreciate everybody who checked in with your boy. You know, all positivity and, you know, it's all love. I appreciate that. The 13-5 for Kobe being Bryant. What you mean? Oh, that was oh, you talking about the day before? Oh, you talking about the day before? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. With the 135 Kobe being Bryant. Yeah, I got you. You talking about the Clippers? Yeah. Listen, man. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people get things wrong, or you not even, you know, you just might be seeing something else. So it happens. You know. But as long as you learn from that experience, you know, because a lot of people, they'll get something wrong, and they'll be like, oh, you know, they won't even care about learning from it. They'll just move on to the next one, and you know, because they don't humble themselves, and that's the problem. You gotta humble yourself, and you know, because I don't act like I'm 100% right all the time. I've definitely gotten things wrong before, you know what I mean? But like I said, my track record is uncomparable. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna see Zach. We don't compare ourselves to Zach because Zach is just, you know, he just got it. You know what I mean? But for anybody else, it's just the record is uncomparable. You know what I mean? I remember, see, last year I didn't even have a YouTube. Last year I didn't have a YouTube. If I had a YouTube last year, it would have been even crazier. Before they shut down the NBA, we were on a 27 game streak. 27 games in a row. It was 26 or 27 games in a row. 26-0. Something like that. It was a crazy streak. Like we didn't lose in like it was a month. A whole month we didn't lose. And they shut down the NBA. Boom. Corona. And I was pissed the hell off. You know what I'm saying? Not because we were gonna miss sports or whatever the case. Hell no. I was pissed off because we hadn't lost. You know, and I remember going into I remember I was in Zach's chat and people were saying in Zach's chat, like, yo, Victor, you know, Victor broke the NBA. He broke the NBA, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have a YouTube at that time. So I couldn't really promote myself. But, you know what I'm saying? We've had several streaks. Like, for anybody, you could just check the work. Like, how many perfect weeks we had in this football season. You know what I'm saying? There's only 17, 18 weeks in the season. You know, we had so many perfect weeks. It's ridiculous. And perfect months or whatever the case. It's crazy, man. So for anybody who wants to, you know what I mean, talk about records and all that, man, listen. There's a bunch of records I could talk about. I don't gotta keep, you know, bringing up the same record. We breaking records all the time. That's it. So, which ciphers you suggest to utilize for the decodes? So John Doe, obviously Zach recommends, you know, the 4 base ciphers. That's the best ciphers to start with. You know what I mean? I definitely do promote the single reduction cipher, but I do advise people that without experience it could be misleading. I've been using that cipher for about 2 years now, so you know, I kinda am well versed in the single reduction cipher. So yeah. But get them likes up, man. If you haven't liked this subscription already, I mean, if you haven't liked this post, definitely get that like up. And I want to see my comments crazy too. After I done post this video, come back and I want you to flood the comment section too, because we need people to know, you know what I mean, that this is legit. What's going on? This is real, and we gotta have the realness fade out the trolls. So even if we might get like one troll comment or two troll comments, we gotta fade that out with all the positivity and the real stuff that's going on. That's it. Yeah, I mean, even if I gave out a free pick on the stream, it wouldn't do nothing for my subs, you know. I mean, it wouldn't. The work is gonna do it. The work is gonna promote it. Yeah, the work is gonna promote it. But yeah, like I said, after we done with this live stream, come back. You don't gotta come back tonight. You come back tomorrow after you go to sleep. You know, after you get up, have some breakfast. Come back and drop a comment. You know how you felt about the stream. You know what you take away from it. I read the comments, so definitely let me know what you guys take away from the stream. Now I got an Instagram. Listen, it's Mr.Futures on everything, man. Mr.Futures. So if you see my Cash App, right now. It's the same name as my Cash App on Instagram. In fact, here's a freebie for everybody. Anybody who wants to know my record, go to my Instagram. And honestly, there's a lot of perfects and a lot of days where where we hit monster underdogs where I didn't post it, but still, you'll get brought up to brought up to speed on the Instagram post. The Instagram is nothing but sports and what we've been doing. And go follow the Twitter as well. We getting it up there on Twitter too. I gotta get my followers up as well. So yeah, man. And if any of you guys have a big, a big social media account like Instagram and or something like that, promote me on your Instagram, man, so I can get my followers up. We gotta get this message out there to even more people. You know what I mean? Definitely. Yeah, nah, the trolls are funny, but sometimes the trolls are just, sometimes trolls are funny, but sometimes they're not. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. We could like piggyback off of the troll energy and just turn it into comedy. Yeah, I get what you're saying with that. That's true. That's definitely true. But if you in here commenting and you didn't hit the like, that's messed up. I'm gonna let you know right now. So hit that like. Go follow me on Instagram right now. Look, damn. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring on my Instagram. I'll show you guys my Instagram. So you guys can see it. I need you guys to go flood my You know what? I need you guys to go flood my comments, man. That's what I'm talking about. Go flood my comments right now. I'm going to show y'all my Instagram. I need y'all to go flood my comments. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. I need y'all to go go flood my comments, man. Hold on. Let me see my Instagram link because I need to get my comments. My comments be so dry. It's like people are afraid to leave a comment. You know what I mean? I don't understand what the hell that shit is about. Hold on. Let me get my link so I could. Okay, so it's Mr.Futures. Let me see that. Come on, man. I'm pissed off right now. I don't got this link. Hold on. Let me see this real quick. Settings. Listen, man. I need y'all to go flood my comments up, man. I'm gonna put You know what? I'm gonna put my Instagram right now in the chat so people could contact me, man. I need y'all to flood my comments. My comments is so dry. And for anybody wondering, man, listen, the phone line is open right now. It definitely is the shoes. Definitely is the shoes. Yeah, my elite subscription on Patreon does have the picks. Yes. The only difference between the elite and the 1% is in the tier description. You'll see exactly what the difference is, man. I want to invite. Hold on. All right. You know what? I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. People need to like come follow my shit. So for anybody who wants to, my link is in the chat. My Instagram link is in the chat. Go flood up my comments, man. No, I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. Definitely not on Facebook. But I need y'all to go flood up my comments on my posts on Instagram, man. We gotta let people know that this work is definitely out here. Not only is it working and coming through, but we are extremely successful. You know what I mean? So go flood the comments. I appreciate everybody on the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What is this? Does it bring you to my... Oh, yes, it does. Yeah, exactly. So if anybody wants to know the Instagram, it's in the chat. Click on it. Go show me some love. You know what I mean? That's a fact. And if you got a big account, promote me, man. I need more followers. Definitely. And if you in here and you haven't hit that like button, hit that like, man. Hit that like. Because I'm out here, I'm showing love. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, I'll link my Twitter right now too. That's a fact. You right. You right. All right, my Twitter is in the chat too, man. If anybody wants my Instagram, my Twitter and my Instagram are posted in there. Everybody right now, take a second and go to my Instagram and drop a comment. Let me know who you are, you know what I mean? And let me know how you feel about today's live. That's what's up. Cause I post on Instagram and people they think like leaving you a comment, you know what I mean, is something. No. Do the right thing. Drop a comment, because the work speaks for itself. You know what I mean? And in the meantime, while people are subscribing to the Twitter and the Instagram, the call line is open for anybody who has a legit question or any Patreon member in here that has a question. Let me know. That's what I'm saying. I like to see that. I like to see them notifications, man. I mean, called up in court now. I mean, I doubt. We ain't trying to bring this to court. You know what I'm saying? No way. But we on here just chopping it up. You know what I mean? I'm actually grateful that I did do this live stream, because I was able to get in contact, with a bunch of people that I otherwise never even spoke to, and especially my Patreons. A lot of them have questions that that they might have, and they're like not ashamed, but they're like embarrassed to ask me or message me about, or whatever the case may be. So me giving them my phone number and having them call in directly, they could just ask me the question real quick and I can answer it. That's beneficial to both of us, because now I don't gotta message you 20 times and try to get you to understand something through a message. I could just tell you through the phone. You know what I'm saying? So we both benefiting from the stream today. I appreciate that. Y'all saving me some work. Definitely. I know all y'all got Instagram, man. And I know there's somebody out there that got more followers than me. So somebody gotta promote me on Instagram with more followers than myself. Come on. Come on, y'all. You know what I mean? Promotion is free. You know, that's not something you guys gotta pay for. I appreciate it. Thoughts on the Blue Jays? You talking about baseball? Well, the baseball season was very successful for us. We were able to call the Dodgers to not only make it to the World Series, but to win the World Series. If anybody wants to know when I posted that, we posted that at the beginning of the Major League Baseball season. So anybody who wants to see that, they can check that out last year. Definitely some monster underdogs during that MLB season as well, especially in the playoffs. While everybody was confused, we were not confused. So, I mean, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Dev. Definitely shout you out, man. I appreciate you joining the Patreon. Get familiar with the work, you know what I mean? Let me know what you think. Drop a comment on the Instagram. You know what I mean? Save the phone number just in case you want to tap in or call me or whatever the case may be at some point. You know, I'm 100% reachable. You know, obviously, it's got to be, you know, the right time. Yeah, I'm Hispanic, yes. DS, what do you mean information about what type? What do you mean types? I'm not sure what you mean when you say where do you provide information about your types. So if you want to be more you know, more specific, I can answer that question. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit the like. Oh yeah. So okay, cool. That's a good idea for anybody who's not familiar with the calculator. I'm gonna let you know the calculator right now. So here we go. This is the calculator. So this is what we use. This is what we use, and honestly, it's a gold mine. You know what I mean? It's a real gold mine. And this is what we used for today. This is as far as we needed to go today for the decode, and yesterday. Just this one little name right here brought us to the promised land. So, for anybody who's not familiar with this calculator, this is called a Gematria. This is called a Gematria calculator. It basically turns letters into numbers, and obviously it starts with the letter A equals 1, Z equals 26, obviously. But then there's other ciphers that run it in reverse and also, you know, attaches the rules of numerology to it. So, but this is the calculator right here. This is what we use. And it's magic, man. It really is. So, for anybody who's not familiar with this calculator, this is the calculator right here. Definitely. You know what I mean? That's the calculator right there. I'll leave it up for a couple of minutes so people, you know what I mean? So people can see it. Yep, man. Yep. In fact, anybody else got any questions? Talk to me, man. And the phone line is open if anybody wants to call in and just, you know, spread some positivity. No, the view's up there. You can see. Y'all can't see the screen. Oh, y'all can see the screen. Yeah, I do the screen sharing too, bro. You can see the screen right now. That's the Gematria calculator right there. So, If anybody who's new to the channel, if you haven't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I appreciate you for tapping in, and I encourage you to watch all of my, any of my previous videos, especially the most recent ones, and you will, just be blown away by this knowledge. The fact that this has been here and it's been present and it's been used on us for such a long time, and we have no idea. A lot of people are not aware of this. It's a shame. But this is why I'm here. This is why people like Zach are here. And there's a couple other people, that are promoting this work as well. But I'll just stick to shouting Zach out. Yeah, man. Definitely hit the like. And like I said, go to my Instagram and promote my go to my Instagram, and I need y'all to flood my comments, man. I'm not getting enough notifications. I need my comments to be nice and flooded. I mean, they could try and regulate us, obviously. They control everything, man. But, until they do it, we're just going to continue to do what we're doing. So, but for anybody, and, the call-in number is up. If anybody wants to call in, if anybody wants to, show me love or whatever, the Cash App is there. You want to send a donation or something like that with a message. I appreciate that. I'll read it on stream, whatever message you have. So, yeah, man, that's what we doing. I'm up here late at night with you guys, trying to get this information out there. And I also got to do the work for tomorrow. So, yeah, for anybody who's not familiar with Zach's book, I mean, I read both of them. I have both of them. I have both of the books. I have the second one in print. The first one I didn't have in print. I had the ebook, and I read that book. So definitely a great read. It's a long book though. It's like 800 pages. His first book, but it's definitely a good read. And yeah, I would encourage you to get both books, as well as the new book when it comes out. I mean, everybody got their own favorite numbers, Some people like this, like certain numbers more than others, obviously. But I don't really, prefer any specific numbers, to be honest. Obviously, there's numbers that apply to me, and numbers that I find interesting. But there's gonna be so many numbers in the book that you'll find a correlation to. Obviously the 9/11 event and all the numbers connected to that always stuck out with me. So because that was such a huge event. Yeah. I mean, and I've been decoding over the last 2 or 3 days. The amount of, like correlation I've showed with the number 27, the ritual number, just in my last 3 posts is outrageous. For anybody to try and say that is like a coincidence is ridiculous. Even today being the 27th, we watched the ritual happen with the 81. On the 27th day of the year, we watched a live ritual. And what do you think ritual equals? Let me show you what ritual equals. Ritual equals 27 and 81. Right? And the Philadelphia 76ers picked up their 81st victory today on the 27th of the month, paying homage to who? Kobe Bean Bryant, Mr. 81. Mr. I scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors, my career high. So, how do you go against the 81 on the ritual day? I mean, I don't know. Not us, though. Not us. We know better than that. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, no, the numbers are. Let me put the number back on. The numbers right here. You can call in. You know, share some thoughts with us or whatever the case may be. We still taking calls. We're gonna be on for a little while longer, and definitely take some calls if people want to call in. I'm here to I'm here to talk. So yeah, okay. I see what you're saying, Snake. You say you won yesterday and lost today. I got you. I got you. That happens. You know what I'm saying? That happens. My community, we won yesterday and we won today. So if you want to call in, the numbers on the screen. I'm still taking calls, and you know, definitely when you call, let me know where you're calling from, and if you want to share your first name, that's I appreciate that, so I know who I'm talking about. But I know who I'm talking to. But you could just tell us where you're from. That's cool. I just want to get more familiar with my followers, more familiar with my Patreons. Definitely though, the number's on the screen for anybody who wants to call in. Just don't call in with a blocked number. You know what I mean? So and we Gucci. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of positive feedback on the videos I'm putting out, so I appreciate that. I appreciate that people are taking it in, that they're able to get it and understand it, and I feel good about it because a lot of times when I've tried to have these conversations in person, it's a lot more difficult to get across to people. But once I make a video and I put a visual to it and I show people the calculator and how it works, they're like, oh, they blown away. They're like, oh, okay, now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. And that's the type of response I want. I want to get them, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? I want to get the, oh, that's what you mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. That's a fact. So I'm happy you guys are appreciating the videos and the content. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Christopher. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Thank you. How's the audio? So people can hear the audio's good? Oh, you talking about my bets? No, 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 no. I mean, I don't share my bets. Definitely not. Let me see. Hold on. Let me take that off. Try right now. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Oh, matter of fact, I just got the alert. So trying again. Try to call him again. Yeah, try to call in again. I don't know why. I guess they messing with us, man. They don't want us. They don't want us to win. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you see, that shit not even letting me know. Wow, bro. Wow, that's crazy. I see an incoming call, but it's not letting me pick up. How crazy is that? Let me try. Let me try calling you back. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna call you back.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing, man? You called in?
Hello?
Yeah, could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's Jalen. I'm calling in from Philadelphia.
What's up, man?
Good. I just want to get your opinion on what do you think about trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrency?
Okay, I was wondering when I was gonna get this question. I'm not a fan of the Bitcoin per se, but
Okay.
I do know like people have been able to take advantage of the of the plus minus that's been going on with Bitcoin, getting in at a good price and selling or whatever the case may be. But I do believe at the end of the day that Bitcoin is a trap. Um, I don't want to necessarily say it's like a Ponzi type of thing, but I'm definitely anti-Bitcoin.
Why would you say that? I mean, I think because there's a lot of benefits that come with it, like no taxes and stuff like that. Why would you say not to use that?
Well, it's not that I'm saying not to use it. Like I said, I know people who have been able to take advantage of the Bitcoin craze, so to say. But I I don't encourage the Bitcoin thing because I believe that it is a trap, to the cashless society. When you know that about a hundred.
Because if you understand what's going on with like the elites and what they're moving into with the future currency and not using a cashless society, I feel like investing into gold and metal and stuff like that with the cash that you build from the betting and the gematria that you guys are teaching us.
Yeah.
You use that cash and you invest it in metal because we're moving into a cashless society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I believe that as well. I believe that we are moving into a cashless society. The only thing with the Bitcoin is it's real volatile, because I'm not too well versed in Bitcoin per se, but I know it's about 100 or 150 people own about half of the amount of Bitcoins that's available. So whenever something like that happens, it's kind of like a monopoly over this cryptocurrency. They're able to manipulate stock prices, Bitcoin price, and all this other stuff, and it's hard to promote. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing. But listen, I encourage anybody to, if they attack it like a business or anything like that. I don't believe in the longevity of Bitcoin, if that's more specific.
So have you done research on like the economy and like the economy crashing and stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, of course, we all know it's coming.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and printing more money and stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel like we're moving into a total cashless society, and the only thing that's really going to be valuable is solid assets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you on that.
I'm new to you. I appreciate what you're doing. You know what I mean? I just subscribe to your Patreon. I follow your work, man. I really, really appreciate you, Zach, and everybody that's teaching this knowledge. You know what I mean? We got to bring awareness to this stuff. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
There's too many, sleep people. We we got to teach this stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I agree, and that's why I'm out here now making these videos, doing these lives. But a long time I was on the sideline, just doing my own thing and kind of playing it safe and not putting myself out there. But I understand, the times we're at, and we don't have very much time, so I'm out here just trying to do my part.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Well, I thank you, man. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate you. I'm gonna stay on the line.
All right, no doubt. Definitely. Thank you.
Yep. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that caller. Definitely. Great call. You know what I mean? And for like 5 or 10 minutes, they weren't even letting calls come through. I don't even know. It's bullshit. But definitely, man. That all we can do is that. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. All we could do is our little part. And if a bunch of people do a little part, then there's a lot of work that's gonna be done. There's a lot of work that's gonna get done. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to you, Blaze. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're receiving the work well and you're taking advantage of it. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And you're gonna gain your own experience as well, and hopefully one day you'll be able to you're gonna be teaching this to other people. You know what I mean? And for everybody attacking this like a business, that's the number one goal. That's the number one way to do it. Because when I was first learning this, and trust me, I didn't have anybody that was cheering me on, helping me. Like, yeah, you know what? Why don't you find out about this ancient code? That nobody else gives a f about. Nobody was encouraging me. I had to do it all by myself. And you know what? I taught it to myself. I mean, Zach helped me. He taught me. But definitely, I didn't just stop at what Zach was teaching. I attacked it myself. I wanted to I wanted to inform myself. And then you know what I did? I taught it to my family. So my family knows it. You know what I mean? I taught it to my nieces, my nephew. Not I drill it in their head. So and that's that's like the pin drop in the water. You know what I'm saying? That's the effect that we want to have. And now that I'm bringing videos out there, it's even more irrefutable. And people are able to take in the information easier as opposed to me just trying to drill them with a conversation. No, I'd rather just, I'll say it one time in a video and people could just get it. And that's way easier for me. So exactly, that's always something I'm worried about, Justin, as well. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to tell that caller. When you have a group of people that own, like half of the Bitcoin that's available, that's definitely not like a good thing. So exactly. So Joe C, I appreciate that question. My first experience with Gematria, even though I did not know about it, was 9/11. Yes, it was. Even though I wasn't aware, that was the first time Gematria impacted my life. September 11, 2001. Oh, word. Shout you out, brother. All the way from South Africa, man. That's what's up. I appreciate you, man. For anybody who has questions on my decode, or the way in which I go about it, listen. The Patreon is affordable. You know what I'm saying? It's not expensive. I also have public posts on my Patreon that people could review for free. So, like I said, I keep telling you, I encourage you guys to go to my Patreon, right, and check it out. So I'm gonna put the Patreon link in the chat right now for anybody who wants to go check it out, because you could do it, man. I'm telling you. There's free posts. There's posts there that people could check out for free. Look. There you go. The link is in the chat for anybody who wants to check out the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Definitely. Yeah, nah. So when like I said, so now they're telling me something's going on. The stream got interrupted. Okay. Well. So if anybody wants to know, my Patreon link is in the chat. If anybody wants to check it out. It says I'm experiencing some technical difficulty right now, but we should be. I don't know why they're doing that. But yeah, man. The Patreon link is in there if anybody wants to check it out. Like I said, there are public posts there where people could see work and people could, look at the way I do things. I'm not trying to hide anything. It is what it is. Yeah, nah. I agree with you, Snake. I was a ball player as well. I'm pretty sure a lot of people had hoop dreams. You know what I mean? So, and I was really good. I was goddamn good. So, I could relate to you on that aspect. So, but yeah, if you haven't already, hit that like button. You know what I mean? The call line The call line is open. If anybody wants to call in and say a couple things, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be on here for another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to call a night because I'm gonna need some good sleep for tomorrow. I gotta get back to the drawing board for tomorrow's games. You know, it's an everyday thing. So the call line is open if anybody wants to call in. I appreciate everybody tagging me on Twitter. If anybody's not familiar, go to my Instagram right now. If you don't know what the Instagram, just scroll up. I posted my Instagram. I need y'all to go flood my comments on Instagram. I don't know what it is. People on Instagram, they don't believe. They don't believe you, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? How many minutes before the game you supposed to win it? I post hours before the game. Well over. It's more than a couple of hours before the game. So I post the day of, but I definitely post hours and hours before the game. People have enough time to review the information and then, act accordingly. So I don't post it minutes before the game. Yeah, no, I feel you, Joe. I feel you. I feel you, man. You know, that's the whole thing. I know what it's like to work, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, and it just eats at you, especially if you have a family, and obviously you gotta continue to go to work to provide for them, but you miss a lot of things a lot of meaningful things in life because you're working, and it sucks. People should experience life the way it's meant to be experienced, and it's definitely not meant for you to work your ass off and never get to enjoy the good things in life. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So, where, but the call line is open. If anybody wants to call in and ask a couple questions or just share a story with us, we're gonna be on here for another 10 minutes. Can you bet? I'm pretty sure like it depends on the betting site that you use. Some I think some allow you to bet Bitcoin, and I don't know what other cryptocurrencies they allow you to use, but some of them take credit card. Some of them allow money orders and stuff like that. It's all dependent on the site that you use. Yeah. Well, it's all about bettering your situation. Whatever situation you in, listen, there's always somebody in a worse situation. I'll tell you that right now. Whatever situation anybody might specifically be in now, just realize that there's somebody that's in a worse situation. And there's still gonna be a handful of things that you could take away from that and appreciate. But at the same time you still have to get up and like you have to pretty much encourage yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be your own pep talker. You gotta be like superhero. You know what I mean? But you have to want more. Because one thing I learned about life too is it's a mental thing. It's a mental game. Like your mental is just as important as your physical. And you have to manifest positive things and good things, and they will come to you. But if you spend time being negative and all that other stuff, then guess what? Negative things are gonna happen. So exactly, no, yeah. Listen, you got no argument for me, brother. They've been showing they've been previewing the economic crash for about 20 years now. So you got no argument for me. I already know. Exactly. 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 Yep. That's a good analogy right there with Naruto. Oh wow, bro. I'm really sorry to hear that, Crow. I'm sorry to hear that. It's those vaccines, man. Those vaccines. There's nothing good that comes from that. There's nothing good that comes from the vaccines, and that's why we gotta continue to fight these. I almost don't want to bring it up because they might flag the video, but you guys already know how I feel. We are not with that. We are not with the vax. So you gotta fight it. And like I said, time is ticking. Time is definitely ticking. So we gotta do what we can while we can. And I encourage everybody to do their part. That's all you can do. And yeah, you got to detach yourself from the winning and the losing. Yes, exactly. That's another thing too. A lot of people are sore losers. They'll lose one game, and you'll lose one game, and they'll never let you forget it. Like they'll be like, oh my God, they'll bring up the one time that you lost a game. Like, yo, you don't remember this? That's another thing too. People got to get past that. That's why I always preach. I always end every post I publish every single day ends with bet responsible. It's bolded and highlighted to bet responsible. You know what I mean? Because I don't know anybody's financial situation. Everybody's financial situation is different. So that's why I always preach betting responsible. That's it. You bet responsible, you will win responsible. And that's the way we attack stuff. For real, for real. So I'm going to put it in the chat again. For anybody who's not already on the Patreon and is interested in joining the Patreon, it will be in the link in the description, but I'll also post it in the chat for anybody, I'll make it easier or whatever. And guys, remember, after this video is going to be up tomorrow, or it's going to be up tonight. But after I'm done with the stream, come back here and drop a comment. Let me know what you guys thought about the stream, and you know what I mean? And I'll take that moving forward, So definitely, I appreciate everybody who's going to come back and leave a comment. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Definitely. You definitely want to stock up on the essentials. Obviously. Definitely. Anybody who's reading that's very true. You definitely want to stock up on the essentials. You don't want to be caught, you don't want to be caught in a bad spot. Yep. It is a journey, not a race. That is definitely true, Blue Star. It is definitely a marathon, not a race. A lot of people are they go 0 to 100, They win a couple of games and then, they go crazy. So it's about doing it, attacking it like a business responsibly. And because here's the thing, you got to understand, Gematria over a long period of time, it's going to win you money. It's a profitable, way to attack the games. So there's no reason to go crazy. Because over time, it's going to win you more money than it's going to lose you. Like, I'm living proof of that. Zach is living proof of that. There's a whole bunch of other people that are living proof of that. So there's no reason to go crazy. Oh, whole vegan, you don't trust anything. Exactly. I get that. I definitely get that. God bless you guys, man, and I'm gonna send it right back to you guys. God bless all of you guys. I definitely, like I said, I probably said it 100 times during the stream, but I definitely do appreciate every single person that came here, that hit the like button, that's gonna come back and leave a positive comment, that's gonna come back and leave a positive, leave some positivity, and I just want to reverberate that stuff right back to you guys, So thank you for taking the time out and hanging out with me tonight. and this was cool. I definitely appreciate it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed going back and forth with you guys. I should have brought some water though. Definitely. I'm parched. But yeah, sure, no, definitely. I definitely recommend some parlays sometimes, definitely. But it's all about winning with parlays comes with experience. Anybody that's been betting a long time knows that. For you to win the parlays, it comes with experience. So definitely, but it is a magnifier. Parlays are a magnifier, so definitely. But I definitely, before I leave, I just want to give another shout out to the chat. I want to give another shout out to everybody that came through here. Once again, shout out to Zach. I appreciate you, brother. I know you're probably gonna watch this later on, or at some point. And I definitely want to say thank you. And for anybody that came in today, that called, and we had some great calls today. So shout out to all the callers. They were all good, positive, and definitely Gucci. So on that note, guys, I'm gonna go try to get some rest and get ready for another day tomorrow. And I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Have a good night, man. Mr. Futures, we out of here. Woo.